Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. To those of you who are new here, welcome to the community. Lovely to have you. For those of you who have been here before, then welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing your 4 ACES reading. It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So be sure to check all 4 placements for a full comprehensive overview of your situation. Don't worry if you don't resonate with all of the signs. It is normal and natural. Just make sure that you're subscribed and your notification bell is on so you get the rest of your readings as I roll them out during the week. I do the all signs every Wednesday. I also do a timeless check-in for all signs on a Sunday as well, which we have just recently turned into a live, so be sure to check that out. Last week was our first week and it was an amazing turnout, so thank you to everyone who was there. It was great to see regulars to the community jump on and also some new faces as well. Speaking of new faces, if this is your first time having a 4 ACES reading, I do a short timestamp section just after this intro where I go through the 4 ACES and what they mean. It saves me doing it every time for each of the signs, so I can spend more time on your reading and less time on the technical details. I absolutely love doing the 4 ACES. It's a great stopgap here on a Wednesday where we all come together in one energy, in one reading, and spend a little bit of time. I normally do elemental readings for those of you who are new here. I do them on Mondays and Tuesdays, that's fire and water, and then Thursdays is air, so air will be out tomorrow, and Fridays is the earth readings, more or less. I admit sometimes we might be a day late here or there, but I always drop all of the readings every week, so make sure that you have your notification bell on so you don't miss yours. So I'm going to jump into the reading now, although before I do, I just want to say an almost happy birthday to the channel. It will be the only time before the actual birthday, which is tomorrow, the 11th of June, that I will be able to wish the channel a happy birthday while we're all present in the same readings, because tomorrow it'll just be with air, and yes, air, I'll say a little happy birthday there as well. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all so much for all your love and support. When I first launched this channel back on the 11th of June 2025, I had no idea how far it would come. I was actually looking over some of the first videos that I dropped, and the platform has changed so much over just this year. I can't even imagine where we will be in another 12 months time. The growth has been spectacular. To get almost 2,000 subs in the first year on YouTube is practically unheard of across almost every niche. I've looked into it because I didn't know, was I doing good, was I doing bad? Turns out we're doing really well here over at Esotera Tarot, and I have a lot of additional content that I have planned over the next 12 months, so make sure that you stick around for that, and that includes things that are more interactive, in deeper depths, more content as well for all of you. So thank you. I love and appreciate you. Every like, every subscribe, every comment, every share, every hype goes a long way to continuing Esotera's growth. Okay, with that, I will now go into your readings, so I will see you over at your timestamp. Hello and welcome to the community. Those of you who are new to the 4 ACES readings, if you're new to just this reading, just this video, welcome. Do go check out some of your other placements. In my elemental readings, I do the astrology, and I also do individual tarot readings by sign. So even though they are titled fire signs, water signs, air signs, earth signs, each of the signs still gets their individual readings, which usually last between 15 and 20 minutes long, somewhere around that. I like to go into the details. I don't like to leave any stone unturned when it comes to your energy and your situation. I try and get you the answers to all of your problems. With that being said, today we're doing the 4 ACES, which I do slightly differently to other readers here on YouTube. So I make this little section just to talk you through it. So we start with the Ace of Swords. That's your mind energy, that's your consciousness, and also your subconsciousness to some degree. If you're trying to figure something out, if you're super focused on something or someone or a situation, it will come up under the Ace of Swords. I do the Ace of Swords first because obviously that's the easiest and quickest way to clarify whether or not it's your reading. We then move into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. It's what you're loving and also what's loving you in return. If there's any heartache or healing going on in your energy, we will see the details of that under the Ace of Cups as well. We then move into the Ace of Wands. That's your spirit. It's your fire. It's your passion and it's your intent. It's what you want for the situation. It's also what someone else might want for the situation. I see energies running both ways. I don't know until the cards hit the table. So it might be what you're moving towards, but also what is moving towards you that you may or may not know about. Then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. This has been serving, energetically speaking, as the result or outcome to this situation. But it's also health, it's wealth, and it's stability. So we'll see those themes under the Ace of Pentacles as well. As sometimes I won't see a recurrent story start to finish. Sometimes I'll get what's going on at work, what's going on in your love life, anything confusing you. They could be totally separate events in the same reading. Again, I don't know until the cards hit the table. I then pull obstacles and opportunities from our round version of the Rider-Waite deck, which is where these cards are from, just to give us any insights or any advice for anything we're trying to overcome or any goals that we're setting for ourselves. And then I end every reading with some advice from the universe. The readings are intended for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so be sure to check all 4 placements. Don't worry if you don't resonate with all of them. That's totally normal and natural. Just make sure you're subscribed and your notification bell is on so you don't miss the rest of your readings as I roll them out during the week, as all of the readings here at Esotera Tarot are intended for all 4 of those placements. Well, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for being here and trusting me with your energy, and I will see you over at your timestamp. Hello Aries, Wagwan. Welcome to the Zen Den. Let's see what's going on in your energy. My explanation of the 4 ACES is in the timestamp before this. As usual, take what resonates, leave the rest, and reverse any roles as you see fit, Aries. Okay, can you show me Aries, please? Starting with the Ace of Swords. For Aries, please. For Aries. What's on your mind, Aries? Spill the tea, I want to know. The Star. Oh, we're starting with a good one, Aries. Aries never fails to bring it. You don't. Great, thank you. The 8 of Swords. Why though? And the King of Cups. I know you do. So if there's something you want to do, you have a great passion and love for it, but you're stopping yourself. I can't do it. It's not possible. It's not for me. Now, this could be a job. It could be developing a skill or a hobby. It could be going for the love of your life. The King of Cups has room for everything and everyone in his energy, but it's something that you're deeply resonating with. You already have a prior relationship with, if it's a person or even like a skill or a situation or a job. But you want to shoot higher, the Star. You know that it's going to require effort and time to get there. Yes, you do. You're stopping yourself. There's a little bit of a lack of self-belief here, Aries. That's not like you. What's going on? Let's go into that Ace of Cups. We might see a little bit more in there about what's happening. Okay. The Knight of Swords. Well, yeah. The Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Again, more stalling energy. Okay. Although the stalling energy is much less in your cups. So I like to see that. Now, when it comes to talking directly to your heart is like, just go for it. Just go for it. Now is the time. You can do this. That's the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is super focused, okay? He also has an energy of excitement about him. Ace of Pentacles, though, is grounded. I like to see it. I love to see the Ace of Pentacles here. This is a reality. This is something you can realistically do. Yes, it's small now. The Ace of Pentacles represents planting a seed. But it's not crazy, but you seem to be telling yourself that it is, or something that you can't do. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm not lucky, or I'm not that good. And well, energetically speaking, I beg to differ there, Aries. Again, the Hangman, more pausing. More pausing. This is not procrastination at all. This is fear. Fear of self-fulfillment and actualization. The Hangman also tells me that you have thought on this for a while. This isn't a rash decision. This isn't something that you thought about at 2 o'clock in the morning and now you're going to throw all your life savings into starting up a banana stand. For those of you who may have seen Arrested Development. You're not doing that, although that banana stand did very well. But Hangman, you've thought on it. This is something you've digested. This isn't a whim. This isn't impulsive. Let's go into the Ace of Wands, please. I'm only seeing your energy here so far, Aries, but it could be related to someone you know. Okay, let's look into that Ace of Wands. Okay, the Ace of Wands for Aries, and this is your Ace to Aries. Oh, I see. I see. This is something that did not work out at another time before. That's why you're hesitating. Or something of this form. It doesn't have to be exactly this you were doing, but there was a time when you felt very solid. This is the King of Swords, so this is sensible. This is a man or a woman, we're not reading genders, that thought on something a lot and was quite sure. And then you went for it. Ace of Wands, like I said, that's your ace, okay? That's equivalent of your Ace of Pentacles, because it's in your energy. And you didn't get the results you wanted. Well, I have a counter argument for you there, Aries. This Aries is not the Aries sat before me today. This is a different Aries. This is an Aries that learnt from mistakes. You're now wiser and more experienced. Just because you tried something once and it failed doesn't mean it's always going to fail. Do you know how many projects I started before, as self-employed, before I actually found something that actually was successful? I've got 4. I have Mars and Aries. That didn't stop me. So you just, as long as you've learned from the mistakes, you're very unlikely to have the same outcome. Okay? Right, the Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. The 10 of Swords. And the Fool. And you talk yourself out of it, but I have a feeling there's another energy that talks yourself out of it, because the 5 of Swords is classically you and more than one other person, or just one person, not seeing eye to eye. I don't know if somebody's telling you things. Yeah, look, the Fool, you cut it off before you get out of the gate, barely. You start the Fool. That's a new beginning. 10 of Swords already. You literally taken one step, Aries. Who is this? There's another energy here that is telling you something negative about yourself, and you are ingesting that as fact. There's the other energy. Rarely do I see solar energies completely. I see solar energies reacting to other energies. Someone's introduced themselves. If not, it's you. Because that's also conflict, inner conflict with the self. And you have a lot of negative self-talk, Aries. You do. And like I said, it's not like you. Anyway, going into your Ace of Swords, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, obviously, and the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups, traditionally speaking, can be 2 lovers. That is the Emperor and the Empress coming together when they were younger. Okay, the beginning of their union. It doesn't necessarily mean a lover's connection. It just means alignment with another energy. Everything has energy. So the thing you're pursuing, say this is a business, the 2 of Cups applies. This is something that is aligned to your heart space, something you want to do. The Knight of Cups being in reverse just tells me you're not working on it. You're not moving towards it. You still have a love for it. The King of Cups told me so. Because knights represent movement. I want to see him this way up, Aries. Should have been this way up. But he's not. You're not moving on it. You're not doing anything towards it. You're not building towards it. You're not like something in the physical that's going to move you towards your goal, towards your path. You need to actually do practical things to get you there. And at the moment, that is your biggest obstacle. Feels very far away. And the thing is, even tiny little steps help. They help, Aries. They do. Like the Ace of Cups, please. The King of Swords in reverse. He's upright here, okay? So in your heart space, you keep telling yourself, I don't know enough. Your confidence was knocked, because kings also represent confidence in their skill or craft. Your confidence was knocked down from this experience. And you've interpreted that as, I don't know enough. I can't do it. I'm not skilled enough. That's your obstacle. One of them. The Four of Swords, misalignment. Wherever you are now, you're at a misalignment. Four of Swords upright is alignment with the inner self. Whatever is going on in your internal environment is not aligned to the reality that you're living or your capabilities. You're getting all obstacles today because these are obstacles and opportunities, remember? And you've got opportunities to turn all these cards around with a little bit of positive self-talk and stop talking to whoever this is. Okay, right, the Ace of Pentacles, please. I feel like I'm getting mad at you, Aries, and I kind of am a little bit. I don't mean to, because I see the potential. I feel the energy of you right now. And the only thing that I can see through this whole reading that is blocking you is yourself. And whoever this is, they're only blocking you because you believe them. Okay, there we go. The Eight of Swords in reverse. We started with the Eight of Swords, right? That's you. All of this is causing a mental blockage, which you currently have in the upright here. Once you release all of that, which Eight of Swords, I mean, look, this is imprisonment of the mind. You need to let yourself out, Aries. You need to free yourself. It's self-imposed imprisonment as well. Okay, right. Can I get some universal advice for Aries, please? Universal advice for Aries. Universal advice for Aries, please. Universal advice for Aries. I feel like your reading was quick, Aries. I don't think it was, but it felt quick. But you were very, very clear with me today, Aries. The Magician. Good. The Nine of Pentacles. Yes. And the High Priestess. Sorry, the Hierophant. The High Priestess. Sorry. My mind boggled. The Hierophant. This, I don't know what path this is on, but it looks like it's kind of destined for you. The Hierophant is like soul contracts. The Hierophant and the Magician are probably two of the most powerful cards of manifestation, and they're both manifestation of the self. Because the Magician, which is this one, is your self-manifestation, and the Shaman represents the universal alignment of your manifestation. The Shaman is traditions, the Shaman is order, but within the realm of spirituality. And in between all of that is self-care. Nine of Pentacles. Belief in your ability to be able to manage and conduct your own business appropriately and be good at it. Whatever it is that you're doing here. Your independence, your self-sovereignty, your own personal will and power. Anyway, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments below. I'm always hanging out down there, guys. I respond to everybody because I'm a super social bunny. My one-to-one readings are in the description box below. And with that, Aries, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we've got Taurus. It's Taurus time. Hello, my lovely Taurians. How are we doing today? My big brave bulls. Welcome to your Four Aces reading. For those of you new to the Four Aces, there's a time-stamped section before this where you can go to the Four Aces and I will run you through what they mean. For everyone else, we're going to start with your Ace of Swords. Oh, bonus card here for you, Taurus. The Three of Pentacles. That's your element right there. Are there other people involved in this? That's cooperation. That's building. That's teamwork. That's teacher-student. People doing a little bit more than just hanging out. They're actually together doing something. So let's see, Taurus. Might not be relevant to the reading, but it might be relevant for some of you. Right, the Three of Swords, please. Take what resonates. Three of Swords, because I've just seen the Three of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords, please, for Taurus. Take what resonates and leave the rest, Taurus. And reverse any roles as you see fit. Right, the Ace of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands, lovely. The Ace of Pentacles, great and grand. The Five of Swords. So yeah, there is other people involved here. Someone you're not seeing eye to eye with, not rocking the boat. However, you've decided to just take off and do your own thing. You're like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. You've taken your pentacle. That's your pentacle, right? Okay. You've Knight of Wands it out of there, which is you've gone off in excitement. I think you just kind of got sick of whatever was going on down here. You got a bit bored of it, really. You've seen it as an opportunity. So it could be, you know, someone constantly criticizing your work because you're trying to write a book and it felt like you couldn't do anything right with the book because they were constantly criticizing it, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to go right off the creative ledge here because I can. I'm just going to do it my way, with my experience, I know what I'm doing. I believe you, Taurus, I do. Tauruses don't do that on a whim, not generally speaking anyway. It's usually just when you get sick of other people's nonsense. Right, the Ace of Cups, please, for Taurus. What is this? The Star. Yeah, yes. You've got big dreams, Taurus. You've got big dreams. The Knight of Swords. Well, the Queen of Pentacles. You're like, yes, Lydia, I did. I thought about this. I'm bored of talking about it. Now I just want to do it. Queen of Pentacles, that's your queen. Okay, self-sufficient, lots of self-care and self-love there, very protective of yourself, cautious and careful. That's why you feel confident to kind of go out on a whim on this one. This is the Knight of Swords. Very complementary to the Knight of Wands energies. You can see them moving in the same direction. It's like they're backing each other up. So while the Knight of Wands leads with passion, right behind him is the Knight of Swords that has logic and reason and reality. So I knew you went out your depth here, Taurus. And then the Star. The Star is, I'm going towards my dream. I'm going towards my wish. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. You know what, Taurus? Can you go have a word with Aries? Any of you who've got Aries friends or Aries placements, check that reading out. I think the Aries collective needs some support from the Taurus collective today. All right, they're going through something similar, but they don't have quite your, your gusto about it. All right, the Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands for Taurus. The Queen of Swords. I know. The Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. I know. And you will, and you'll be fine. It's going to be fine. It's like here you're reaching out for a little reassurance, either from the universe, from other people, I don't know. But the Two of Pentacles, as much as you're full of confidence and beans for whatever this is, and you're set on your decision, that's the Two of Wands. There's a little bit of back and forth, Two of Pentacles. A little bit of doubt creeps in along the way. And then the Queen of Swords is inner clarity. So yes, you are following your inner clarity, your inner knowing that it's going to be fine, but it doesn't stop you from having a few wobbles here and there about it. I think it's to do with this Five of Swords over here. They're on the same subconscious energetic line. These are small energies compared to what you've got here. You've got a Queen, you've got two Knights, you've got a Major Arcana in the Star, you've got an Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, you've got two Queens and two Knights. Against a Five of Swords and a Two of Pentacles. Easy. You do that with your eyes closed, but it's totally normal to have some doubts along the way, Taurus, but you have inner knowing and you're going to be fine. Occasionally you will reach out for reassurance. That's also totally normal. You're at the beginning of something here, so I wouldn't expect any less, Taurus. Okay, right, the Ace of Pentacles for Taurus, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Taurus. The Ten of Cups, okay, it does involve other people. The Sun and the Two of Cups. Oh, there's another energy right here beside you. That's wonderful. Now, I don't know what kind of relationship this is. Romantic, friendship. If it's friendship, it's like best friend. If it's family member, it's close family member. It's not old Aunt Jemima you didn't see since, the last family reunion 3 years ago. This is close. They make you happy. They're supportive. The Sun. And they might be the ones who reach out to you now and again for a little bit of reassurance. I advise you do, Taurus. It's wonderful. 10 of Cups. Even though I feel for you, this is somewhat of a solo venture, or at least it is for you emotionally. The 10 of Cups, the outcome does involve the happiness of other people. It is achieved. It is achieved. It is 10 of Cups. Happiness with others. 10 of Cups is your crew. Okay? And your crew can just be you and your dog, or you and your plant. But it gets you there, Taurus. That's a beautiful energy to end off with, especially with the little trickles of uncertainty you've shown me here today. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please, for Taurus? Universal advice for Taurus, please. Not universal advice. I don't know what it is, Taurus. My mind is boggled. I thought I'd be super sharp today, but I did do a... I started body combat today. I think it's just kind of made me a bit like, oh, sluggish. Big use of energy early this morning. I'm feeling super hyped for the readings though, so I don't know why that would have an effect. I don't know. Anyway, obstacles and opportunities for Taurus, please. The Fool in reverse. It's not yet started, but it's in the works. Yes. You've delayed starting this for some reason. I don't know. I think it's that 5 of Swords down there. Someone was telling you couldn't do it, or you were telling yourself you couldn't do it. But you've taken the opportunity and you've like, enough of that thinking. I'm on my way, but it's not happened yet. You are on the threshold though, Taurus. We have the 8 of Wands here. I think this is a communication from whoever this is, because this is where I see your confidence really start to thrive. When you have your confidence here, but it's kind of a little bit impulsive. You're like, now or never, that kind of thing. In this row, in your heart space, your confidence starts to settle. It settles, and whenever you're going towards, really just speak to your heart space as well. 8 of Wands is communication. It's either from a person or from the universe itself, Taurus. But this is where your self-care is important. You're telling yourself you know what you know. There's a confidence quietly growing here, Taurus. I love it. Right, for the Ace of Wands, we have the Moon in reverse. Yes, the Moon in reverse is classic correspondence for learning as you go along, because it's the Moon gradually revealing itself. Moon in reverse is the Moon revealing itself, or so whatever's hidden behind the Moon revealing itself. The fact it's just reversed, it doesn't mean it's sudden, it's in time, especially because you've got the Sun in the upright here. This is a natural cycle and order of things. Going into the new, Taurus, doesn't mean you're going to know it all at once and the first step. No, it's learning as you go along. Absolutely. And then, yeah, the Magician. Again, the Magician is super aligned energies. You are fully in the driver's seat here, Taurus. You're looking wonderful. Your energy is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. In fact, your energy ramps up the further we go along the reading, and I absolutely love it. I don't know who this energy is here. I don't know if they just join you at this point or they're with you all along, but they are integral to the success of this venture of yours, either emotionally or practically speaking. Maybe you're building with them, but they're just as much on board as you are, and it's wonderful, and it's very, very aligned. It's a very happy union, and that really gives you an energetic boost and pushes you even further into alignment with whatever future you're planning here with you and this other energy. Okay, let's get you some universal advice. Oh, we've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Again, this could be a love connection coming in. Maybe that's the thing you're shooting for. Who knows, Taurus? Mostly it's getting feeling to me like business or something, or some kind of project, but there's definitely a lot of love here, whether it would be romantic or otherwise, Taurus. Okay, can you show me some universal advice now for Taurus, please? The Nine of Pentacles. I have a feeling the Nine of Pentacles is going to be very busy today. Oh, you've got 2 here. So you've got the Nine of Pentacles. You've got the 2 of Wands. You've got the Archer. And you've got Judgment. Yes. Yeah, you know your stuff. That's all I can say. So the Nine of Pentacles, you're ready. Nine of Pentacles, 2 of Wands is somebody who is ready for a new beginning, ready to open a door, ready to try a new challenge. But this is challenge positive, okay? And then, because you've already got all your stuff in order, you've already proven yourself that you're self-sufficient, or you can do this, you've got the experience, you've got, I don't know, it's going to be different for all of you. It's already been proven, you're ready to level up now, and we level up through new challenges and new opportunities. The 2 of Wands is opening the door. And then over here we have the Chariot, which is moving forwards in alignment towards Judgment. Okay, now Judgment in traditional tarot is people being risen from the dead, but in this tarot is actually facing almost an assault course. Look, we've got the trees, he's got some teeth there. And then, of course, you go into the unknown, which we discussed briefly here about being in the unknown, Taurus, okay? And then you don't know if the bears are going to swipe you or if he's just going to give you a little pat on the head as you go into your new beginning. You don't know till you get there. But you're going to find out, Taurus, but I have a feeling you're going to get a nice pat on the head. Go on, Taurus, into the tunnel you go. There's going to be good stuff in there. Anyway, Taurus, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. What a wonderful reading. Thank you so much for sharing it with me today. All my one-to-one readings are down in the description box. And please drop a comment if it resonated with you. I'm always hanging out down there, guys. And I love hearing from everyone and seeing how these energies are manifesting in your 3D. Well, thank you so much, my big brave bulls. Absolutely earned that title today, Taurus. And until the next one, my loves, take care. Okay, next up we have Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. We're still full swing in Gemini season. I'm loving it. Our weather is insane. That's why I like Gemini season. It's 1 minute it's glorious sunshine, and the next minute it's a huge record-breaking storm. Very Gemini, right? Anyway, welcome to your 4 ACES. Those of you unaware of the 4 ACES, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through all 4 ACES and what they mean. For everyone else, we're just going to dive straight into that Ace of Swords and see what's going on with our precious gems. Okay, can you show me Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini. What's on your mind, Gemini? I spy Gemini. Okay, you don't want to shuffle anymore, that's fine. We've almost got to our destination card. Can we please get the Ace of Swords for Gemini, please? The Ace of Swords for Gemini. The Six of Pentacles, okay. The Ace of Wands, radio. The Two of Cups, You want to do something or someone else wants to do something. You're trying to figure out whether or not you're on board with it or you're going to do it. There's a partnership here, however you define it, Gemini, or at least a potential one. Ace of Wands, yes, somebody has a passion or drive to want to do something. Six of Pentacles, is it possible though? Is it fair? Is there space for this thing? Yeah, let's see. Could be you, Gemini. Let's just assume it's you. Please feel free to reverse those roles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, you. I think it is you, the World. Okay, and then the Ace of Cups. Sorry, the Page of Cups. You're like, I'm not going to do it that way, though. I'm going to do it this way. So it's almost like, let's say you've got, you want to be a painter. And you'd love to quit your job and just paint full time, but you have a partner, you have people relying on you. So, you know, financially you can't do that. So you're like, okay, I want to keep my passion for painting though. And I do want to paint. So instead of just going full-time painter, I'll go part-time painter because it's more practical. You show me that you, even though you just want to, you know, go off and sail off to your big dream or vision or whatever it is that you want to do here, Gemini, there is got to be some compromise. And you're willing to do it by all intents and purposes here. The World is the end of a cycle, but you show me the World over basically not taking things seriously. I'm getting a lot of people setting new goals in the collective today, and you're taking a very sensible approach. Yeah, Page of Cups is daydreams, wishing upon a star, very childlike energy. Pages of children, young people, young energy. And then the World, you're like, enough of that. If I actually want to do this Ace of Wands thing, and for it to be fair and balanced, I've got to get serious about it. The Knight of Pentacles is probably the most serious knight in the deck. He moves slowly. He's the slowest knight, but he's very practical. He's very grounded, and he only moves towards things of value. You'll show me this needs to work for the Pentacles. So again, it could be a work thing. Could be, unless I'm making this money to keep the whole show on the road, there ain't going to be no show. There's not even going to be a Page of Cups, so I won't be able to afford my paintbrushes. I'm taking a practical approach to something creative. Yes, Gemini, good. Okay. Oh, Ace of Pentacles for the Ace of Wands. Money is an issue. or coin, or stability, or health. All of these things represented by the Ace of Pentacles. Take it as it resonates, Gemini. Stability in some way is your biggest concern because you keep flipping stability cards at me. The Eight of Swords, yeah, you're worried. The Seven of Cups. Can my dreams survive the material reality? That's where you get stuck. That's where your energy bottlenecks at the moment. Probably why you've not acted on this before. It's becoming a rising urge, but you have a concern for someone else. That's also what stops you. This could even be a child. That I understand, Gemini. I mean, I'm a single parent with a 5-year-old. You know, taking a gamble on a YouTube channel with part of my week, which could otherwise be spent, you know, doing something to make more money or whatever. It has a bit of worry attached to it. At first it did. It's fine now, but at first, when it's something new, something you want to continue, maybe you want to be self-employed and in your passion, but maybe their finances have taken a dip and you're wondering if you can continue. I don't think so, though, because show me Page of Cups here. I don't think you've actually started this venture yet for most of you. But your concern here is a Two of Cups alignment. You have other energies and responsibilities that you are deeply connected to, especially with the Six of Pentacles. Will the books line up? Let's see. Let's ask the Pentacle itself. Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles. There's also an opportunity here to make more coin, by the way. Pentacles aren't just worries of opportunities for new. You can't see that, though. Not while your head's like this. Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You're a Gemini, though, so of course you're going to overthink it before you actually get the clear picture of what's happening. Right, the Ace of Pentacles, please. That's no shade. We share Mercury. I'm a Virgo. We both inherit that from Mercury, I'm afraid. So I'm exactly the same, Gemini. All right, the Ace of Pentacles, please. I have to think it to death, or else I'm not satisfied. I won't do anything unless I've thought it to death first. I'm working on it, Gemini. I'm working on it. The Five of Cups. Okay. The Six of Cups. There we go. And the Tower. Oh. You've been putting this off and putting this off and putting this off because you're putting someone else before you. Again, it might be necessary, like if you've got a child, absolutely. I'm getting for some of you, it might not be all of you, that you were on this path and then another energy was introduced and it drastically changed the path. And part of you, I don't want to say regret. Part of you is carrying a little what if in some way. If I had not had this person, if I'm not connected to them, this could be same with a partner as well. Because the thing is, as single people, we are free to make our own plans and our own goal trajectories in terms of work and our hobbies and interests. But then when we invite someone else to share a life with, understandably, and of course we inevitably, your plans might have to be put on hold because they need to do something, or it's all about compromise. As long as they're compromising back, that's fine. There's something to that nature. Something happened with someone else close to you that put this on hold. And now you're ready to start this up again, slowly, practically, within reason. But there's a hell of a lot of worry around it. I want to go to the obstacles and opportunities here to see what else the cards have to say about this. And then, of course, I'm going to get universal advice. But, you know, there's no right or wrong here. It seems to be situational more than anything else. Okay. Sorry, this is very, very specific reading. So if you're not resonating, I mean, if you're not resonating and you're still here, thank you so much for watching. But if you're not resonating, all of your other placements, I've also included a birth chart below, so you can check your other placements if you don't know them. All right, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords on its side. It's something you've not expressed for a while to whoever this is. Probably dropped hints, but you're not fully expressed it. You keep a lot of it to yourself. Two for the Ace of Cups. Whoa, okay, we've got the Hierophant in reverse, and then we have the Nine of Swords. This is something that sits in the back of your mind always. What if I'd have done this differently? What if I'd done that? What if I started this project earlier? Where would I be now? Blah, 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 blah. Although you, or at least your higher self, is recognizing that's not helpful because it never happened. You didn't walk that path, so you'll never know. So there's no point ruminating about it. But you go in and out of this thought. You're not in this thought all the time. The Seven of Swords, so the Nine of Swords. Anyone who's been here a while knows, for some reason, I always call the Nine of Swords the Seven of Swords. It's not. It's the Nine of Swords. Is on its side at least. Also, this is a bit of advice. Just because you choose a new path doesn't mean that you are committed to it forever. If it starts not working, you can just do something else. That's the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in the upright is commitments, like long-term contracts, signed agreements. Sign it in blood. You're here forever kind of energy. It's reversed. You're not stuck to any one thing. So if you want to try something new, or be with someone new, or do something new, you don't have to stay in there. You can do something else. So you won't be doomed. At least not for forever. And that's something, Gemini. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Yes, it's going to add to your responsibilities. Of course it will. I think that getting a feeling that that's something you kind of welcome in a way, though. You also understand as well, subconsciously at least, that you are overthinking this. Yeah, you're like, maybe if I just start doing it, and that's also advice, just start doing it and see what happens. You don't know until you try. So you can sit thinking about it for as long as you like. You're not going to know until you try, Gemini. And the Two of Wands in reverse. There is something blocking you from actually doing this, though. Something here in the 3D to do with this connection. Doing it right now. Now, this option is still on the table for you. It's not removed forever. But for some reason, well, at least you're telling me, and I believe you here, Gemini, you're like, I want to do it, but I can't do it right now. However, the Knight of Pentacles is here. And your heart space still moves towards it. So my advice personally, this isn't just me pulling cards here, before I do the universal advice, my advice personally would be, is there anything you can do in your spare time that doesn't offset the checks and balances here, that doesn't negatively affect anyone around you, that you could at least start? Maybe if it's just in your spare time skill building towards whatever this is, if it's a job, if it's something of that nature, night school, something like that, I don't know, but something you want to do, but then there's also your reality to do with somebody or something in your energy that you are very emotionally attached to, and it's preventing you in some way from doing the thing that you love and are supposed to do. The universe is rooting for you though, Gemini, I must tell you. Very confusing and blocked energies here, because at the moment you're not really where you're supposed to be. But again, you have responsibilities elsewhere. There's that Page of Cups again. They want to just the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Okay, you want all of them. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. You are protected on this path if you choose to take it. The universe is saying, now again, use your own discretion and discernment here, Gemini. Page of Cups. This is the passion and desire to do something. Now we have the Knight of Wands. That's actually moving towards your heart's desire, moving towards this passion. If you chose to do so, which is the Ace of Pentacles, you do stand a real chance. Ace of Pentacles are real. Now they're just seeds. They're just opportunities and potential. The potential is there. But then what is interesting is the Four of Pentacles under this card is protection. I don't know if you can see that. It actually says protection on it, okay? This is a protected course for you. Should you take it, I think you'll surprise yourself that this does not seem to go catastrophically wrong or affect this connection quite as badly as you think. The Chariot, the Archer, that's an aligned movement of forward motion. This is from the universe. It is aligning you to this path. Should you want to take it, you'll be protected. It will work out in ways you can't even imagine, but you're not going to know until you start, Gemini. I know it's a big ask, it's a big leap. You've got other people and a particular other energy to consider while you do this, but I don't think the impact on them would be as bad as you are perceiving. Anyway, Gemini, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments. I love to know what's going on with you guys. And give us a thumbs up if it resonated. I know that one was hyper specific, but if it did, I'd love to know in some way. And all my one-to-one readings are in the description box below. And with that, Gemini, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we have Cancer. Hello, my cool crabs. Do you know what? I packed. I think we're in for long sessions today, Cancer. I'm taking my time with anybody, with everyone. I think time-wise, I should probably be around Virgo by now, or Leo, but that's okay. We're chilling today, Cancer. We be chilling. Anyway, Cancer, to your 4 aces for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Reverse the roles as you see fit. And all that jazz, Cancer. Oh, and of course, it's a timestamp section at the beginning of the video, in case you want a little bit of more of an understanding of the 4 aces and what they mean. Okay, right, the 4 aces, please. Let's get into that Ace of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Can I see Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Starting with that Ace of Swords. We have the 4. You're doing something new, Cancer. Lovely. The Empress. Oh, it's going to be good for you. The 5 of Cups. Are you transmuting pain into productivity, Cancer? The great alchemy, you know. Beautiful. 5 of Cups. Something upset you in the past. Okay? But you, at some point you said, well, sitting here looking at spilt milk is not going to help me. I need to go help myself. The Empress, you elevated into Empress energy. I think these 2 cards are representation and condensing down of quite a big healing journey. It's just we only have so many cards and Spirit knows that. So it's giving me the shorthand version of what you've been through. But to get up to Empress energy from a 5 of Cups, that's a hell of a healing journey, Cancer. Well done. And then we're on the 4. You're ready for your brand new beginning. You know you are. You're not just that you feel that you are, you know you are. Okay, you've got all your ducks in a row, Cancer. I love it. There you go. The 9 of Cups. That is superb emotional management skills. 2 of Cups. Oh, incoming energy. 7 of Wands. It's not here yet. Or you're protecting it. I need a few more cards to see. I'm not clarifying these ones, you see. I don't think it's here yet, though, if I'm honest with you. I think you're ready to connect, but it's just not here yet. I don't know if you're blocking it or it's the universe saying not yet. Let's go to the Ace of Wands and see. Okay. The 5 of Cups. Okay, not the 5 of Cups. That was weird. The 5 of Wands. I was close. See that, Cancer? Intuition at work. The 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's not here yet. 3 of Pentacles. It's not here yet. Soon you're going to get a couple of energies come towards you. It's up to you to choose which one is going to be most productive for you. This is important because you don't want any energies coming in sabotaging your good work. So 5 of Wands isn't just conflict, it's competition, which is a typical scenario. You sign up to a dating app, you get loads of people competing for your interest, right? Or at least more than one person. 9 of Wands, single person's card. And also is managing your own shit. Like, you've got things locked down, Cancer. You are a catch and you know it. So make sure whoever comes aboard, because the 3 of Pentacles is cooperation. You're not just looking for a love partner here. You're looking for someone to build with. Some of you, this might be business, but I'm thinking, no, this is of the heart, because whatever left you before impacted you specifically in an emotional way. It could be disappointment, but usually it's upset or something. Disappointment, heartache, that sort of thing. You're looking for someone to co-create with. The 3 of Pentacles is cooperation in building something. So this is a Cancer who's not looking for a one-night stand or a fling or a business partner to open up a lemonade stand at the end of the street. This is got to be someone who is solid and is a good building partner and complementary to you and your glorious energies. The Empress is looking for their Emperor, or the Emperor looking for their Empress. Okay, let's get that Ace of Pentacles then. Can we get an outcome to this, please? Can we get an outcome to this? Outcome to this, please. I'd love that. Please. I'm double asking for your Cancer, but we get what we get at the end of the day. Okay. The 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords, me spirit. Death and the 10 of Pentacles. No, it's not bad news, Cancer. I'm not frustrated with spirit at all. Just get a bit. Just wish they'd be more transparent. Anyway, this is a journey you've got to go on, apparently, that you can't. They're not going to tell you a person. Because actually the emphasis of this journey for you is how you choose your people or your person. So the universe probably doesn't even know, because they're handing it over to you. They're like, it's up to Cancer. This is part of it. What kind of connection or building partner is Cancer going to choose? Has Cancer learnt from their lessons? That's my 10 of Pentacles, ultimate stability. That's what you're building towards. That's what you want the partnership for. However, there's a change coming, death. Stability as you envision it now is not this type of stability you get, but you do get stability in some way. 2 of Swords, again, keeping it quiet. Universe is like, not today, Cancer. However, we know you're on this path. The emphasis here on your choice. Have you learnt from this lesson? Are you done with old habits or old types that led you to 5 of Cups? Have you changed? Death is changing, transformation. 2 of Swords in this context as well. That's a guarded energy. That's personal energy. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, what that looks like. So one card couldn't possibly cover it for everybody. But you already know. This is an intuitive card. You already know what type you want, or also what you need. It's not just about what you want, it's about what you need, the type of energy you need. And we all need other people. This hyper independence thing has gone too far. Now I'm all for independent empowerment of everybody. Whoop. Believe me, I am. But when people say you don't need other people, yes you do. And also, if you are entering a partnership and you are going to be building a life that is big enough for 2 people, you need 2 people managing it. And whoever you invite into that partnership needs to be able to, you know, pick up their slack, because you are Cancer. You're pretty good at it. Okay, right, let's get the Ace of Swords, please. Yep. Ace of Swords, a tower on its side. Yeah, you're healing from a tower moment. That's on its way out. Thank God. It's not totally out. It's not totally reversed. But it's almost there. You're almost ready. You're flourishing, Cancer. Okay. All right. Let's go to the Ace of Cups, please. The Ace of Cups. Strength in reverse. You're recovering still. Okay. Ah, that's why. Okay, so I was like, why this person, or at least the opportunity, hasn't crossed your path yet? Because you're still gathering your strength up from what happened before. You're still healing. Okay. You will get there. The universe is protecting you from other connections that are going too deep now, because they need you running on full steam for the next. Okay. Like the Ace of Wands, we have the Emperor. What did I say? The Empress is looking for her Emperor, or vice versa. These are energies, not genders, everybody. Okay. Emperor's coming. Good. Can you recognize the Emperor when he arrives? That is what Spirit wants to know. Because I think you thought you found the Emperor over here. You didn't. Got a false one. Real one's coming though. And you'll know it when you see it. 2 of Swords told me that. It's just self-confidence. Oh, yeah, it's not in yet, but it's coming in soon. Knight of Cups in reverse. This other Emperor energy is doing their own thing somewhere else. As much as you're looking for an Emperor, the Emperor's looking for the Empress. Again, reverse that as you need to. As much as you're an Emperor looking for your Empress is in their process, basically mirroring the journey. It's on its way though. It's just on pause while you regather your strength and you recover from this tower. Oh, good, Cancer. Beautiful reading. Really lovely for you today. But what I like about this is the emphasis on your agency, Cancer. You're not just a passive receiver of the universe that's just going to land an Emperor on your lap. There's going to be a couple of Emperors. They're going to give you a couple of Emperors, okay? And one of them's genuine. The rest of them are false. Can you spot the difference? It's a bit of a game. A risky one, but it's a game. Life is a stage, Cancer. We are all mere players. Okay, universal advice for Cancer, please. Universal advice for Cancer. 10 of Cups, long-term happiness. That's what we like to see. The Ace of Swords, yeah. Or 9 of Cups, there's your happiness again. Not only do you have long-term happiness with others, that's the 10 of Cups. That's like a family card. This could be the person you go on to have children with. If you already have children, you're combining households. If you don't want children, you're just building your little empire or whatever it is that you're doing. 10 of Cups, that's long-term happiness. Okay, emotional stability and fulfillment. You're literally overflowing with water there, Cancer, and that's just how Cancer likes it. Ace of Swords, again, this is about knowing something. This is about clarity. Also, if you notice, this is like a compass. The Ace of Swords spins. Which way are you going to go? Who are you going to choose? Door number 1, 2, or 3? And then the Nine of Cups, something about your inner fulfillment here. A little clue. It's the energy that makes you feel unashamedly you and adds to your happiness and doesn't take from it. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments below. I'm always hanging out down there, guys, and all of my one-to-one readings are down in the description box. Thank you so much for sharing your energy here with me today, my cool crabs. I love having you here with me in the Zen Den. And until next time, take care. Hi Leo, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and reverse those roles as you see fit. Okay, can you show me Leo, please? Can you show me Leo? Start with your Ace of Swords. Leo, my lovely lion hearts. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Ace of Swords, please, for Leo. Okay. Ace of Swords for Leo, please. Oh, King of Wands, starting off in your element. That's you. That's your king. The 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords has been haunting the collective today. Someone disagrees with you, Leo, but you're like, nope. I'm sticking to my guns on this one, and you're confident. You're in your element. You're like, I'm not going to budge. Well, that's a fixed sign for you. Either someone, like an external energy, is disagreeing with you, or there's a situation not quite working out in your favour, and you're like, well, I'm just going to stick with it anyway. But let's see. Like the Ace of Cups, please. You're like determined. You're determined. And I like the energy, but it depends where it's going, though. Okay, right. The Ace of Cups. Oh, the Nine of Wands. Okay, then. Oh, okay. The 3 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay, I got it. And death. Something has ended with something or someone. That's what you're overcoming. Oh, you're stepping into your power, my loves. I love that use of the energy for you, Leo. Your sense of self-worth has gone nowhere in this ending. You understood why it ended. You understood that it was not good for you. You have the Queen of Wands over the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. You've flipped this ending over, back to front and upside down, and you found, I'm not going to say you found no wrongdoing, but you found that it wasn't you. It wasn't you. And you're showing such a determination here to be like, nope. I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to use this energy to make myself better. You're harnessing your fire element here. No one's going to tear a good Leo down. And then, of course, death is the ending here. It's actually a transformation for you. I think you're probably a pretty confident Leo anyway. But now, oh, this ending's put a fire in your belly, Leo. You're not gonna, yeah, they're not dragging you down. If anything, this energy is lifting you up. Oh, there you go. There's some energy for you, Leo. Queen of Cups. Good. Beautiful. Softened energy. I like that. The Hierophant, the 4, you're dedicated to a new beginning of self-love. Okay. Now, I don't know if you're solo or not. I think if you're in a healing era, probably. But at the moment, your attention is focused inwards. That's the Queen of Cups. The 4, you're going off into the new. You're dedicated to the new. You will not betray yourself again. That's almost coming down for like a download there. You will stay committed to you, putting yourself first, caring for yourself. That includes any energies, should you choose to invite any more into your energy field. They have to be right. They also have to be loving, kind and compassionate, just like you are, Leo. You won't accept anything less. You won't accept mistreatment. You won't accept anyone being manipulative. You won't accept anyone being less than or turning up to a standard that is less than you're willing to turn up yourself. I think you accepted a little bit lower than you otherwise would have. But you were like, absolutely not doing that one again. Oh, good, Leo. Beautiful. I'm loving this reading for you. Okay, right. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. I love this. I just very rarely get the Queen of Swords over the 3 of Swords. You understand what happened. I'm not saying you're no longer hurting. but you know where to place blame. And I'm not saying it's good to place blame anywhere. It's not a blame game, but often or not, that happens in Heart 8. People think, what's wrong with me? Why wasn't I chosen? Why wasn't I the person? What did I do wrong? You've got none of that. You're like, no, I stood my ground. And if it meant I lost something because of that, they weren't supposed to be in my life anyway. Oh, and you're looking forward to new love eventually, but you're loving yourself first. Okay, oh, that one wanted to come out. Okay, oh, justice, yes, and that was exactly what you're supposed to do, Leo. King of Pentacles, beautiful Three of Pentacles. Someone steady, stable, and reliable who is correct for you is in your future. King of Pentacles, long-term investment. This will be a long-term partnership. Three of Pentacles, cooperation. This also suggests that some of you are focusing literally on your work at the moment and your coin. That's the right place for your energy to be. Perhaps that might be where this person emerges from for you. But it's stable and grounded. You're only welcoming in stable energies. You're focused on stability here as well with the Four of Pentacles. You're using pentacle energy beautifully. This is how fire and earth is supposed to come together. Well done, Leo. Okay, right. Let's get you some obstacles and opportunities, please. That felt short, Leo, but that was so clear. You've been very, very clear. Nine of Cups. Yes, emotional management. Now, this is often associated with the wish fulfillment card. Yes, it is. You're on the path to wish fulfillment. However, it starts with emotional management, and that's what you did. You didn't get too overwhelmed. I'm not saying you didn't cry or get sad or have a grieving period. That's natural when something comes away, but you did not let it chip away at your core identity or your sense of self-worth. You've remained balanced emotionally throughout this process. Well done, Leo. Okay, the Ace of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Not quite moved on yet. You are still in that process, of course. I'm getting a jarring feeling this might be someone, perhaps whatever you left behind, may be attempting to return. The fact it's come up here means please remember this lesson, that this was not you. You kept your standard and you're thriving for it. I think somebody sees you thriving, or at least senses that energetically, and may want to swing back around for a second look. However, I don't know if this energy has changed or not. That will be up for you to decide. Just don't forget this lesson, the Three of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I'm holding this up so you don't forget it. You already know what you know about this connection and you are correct, okay? Just be mindful of that possibility. The Knight of Pentacles, I think you carry on forwards, to be honest. I don't think you may pay much mind to it. Slowly making progress towards something worthwhile, towards your pentacle, towards your stability, towards your long-term investment, emotional investment in this case for you, Leo. It could be physical investment. Take it as it resonates. And you won't believe who's just turned up here. The lovely Queen of Pentacles. Right on top of that King of Pentacles, AA. The King and Queen of Pentacles are the marrying king and queen. They both only invest in what is worthwhile and they're in it for the long term. They don't mess about. They want to build. They want to be constructive. They want to be cooperative. That's what takes a marriage. That's why they're the marrying king and queen. Because passion is great. We all want passion. That's King of Wands. We all want love. That's the Queen of Cups. But when reality hits, as it does to everybody, you want a team player who's in it for the long haul, the ups and the downs. That's pentacle energy. That's what you're moving towards, and that energy looks like it's also moving towards you in the form of another. It's not this. Be mindful of this here. Someone's coming back around for a second look, but it's up to you, Leo. Don't just do things because a tarot lady told you, but to be honest, when they do come in, it's not going to feel the same and it's not going to feel right because you've grown so much from this. Okay, right. Can I get some universal advice for Leo, please? Universal advice for Leo. Universal advice for Leo, please. The eight of arrows. Well, it is the eight of arrows. That is correct. But arrows in this deck are swords. Usually, I auto translate that for you, but I forgot this time. It's the eight of swords. The nine of cups, absolutely, and the four of pentacles. For now, not much is going to go on or happen in your physical environment. At the moment, you're in a protective energy while you continue on the last part of this healing and achieve things for your personal self that need to be achieved before you align with this energy a little bit further down the road. However, I don't think you realize quite how amazingly powerful this is that you've gone through. Eight of Swords, self-imposed imprisonment. It's just this old person still on your mind, somewhat, of course. But you're exercising that energy out. You're moving from number eight up to 9. But we go from 8, self-imprisonment, up to 9, emotional fulfillment. This is emotional fulfillment of the self, emotional management, where you started here with your opportunities and obstacles, Leo. The Four of Pentacles in this case is protection. You want a protected path. You have pivoted yourself into something beautiful and amazing. I don't know what you're doing. You're doing something else for yourself outside of connections at the moment. That is running its course and is protected. When the time is right, your Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, it will make an appearance, but with Justice being here, it'll be when the time is right for you, and you're grounded and you're secure and you're comfortable in your own skin. But you're well on your way here, Leo. I'm super proud of you. Anyway, Leo, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments. All my one-to-one readings are down there as well. Oh, Leo, thank you for sharing your beautiful energy here with me today at Esoteric Tarot. And until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we have Virgo. Hello, my beautiful and vibrant Virgos. How are you doing today? Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you unaware of the 4 Aces, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of this video where I run through the 4 Aces and what they mean. For everyone else, we're jumping straight to your Ace of Swords. Okay, this is where I do the room check with Virgos, that everything is in the right place and that this hasn't gone skew with. I do it in the Virgo section because I know you guys don't mind and would probably appreciate the visual asymmetry. I'm a Virgo. This is our Virgo safe space once a week where we can be a little bit OCD about things. Okay, Virgos, let's look at your Ace of Swords, please. You show me the Ace of Swords for Virgos, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Has to be perfect for my Virgos, sorry. Ace of Swords for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 6 of Cups. There's someone on your mind, Virgos. Okay. The 5 of Cups. Oh, one of them is the Knight of Cups. Oh, you wished for that one, didn't you, my darlings? Yeah. It was going all so well until it wasn't. They remain energetically connected to you, whether you're consciously aware of that or not, or you might still be dealing with this person in some way in the physical. With it being the Ace of Swords, it's hard to tell because that's mind energy. That could be you thinking about somebody, because the 6 of Cups is soul connection, but particularly pointing to the past. It's also nostalgia, and the 5 of Cups carries a little bit of that nostalgic energy, disappointment, regret. Knight of Cups, part of you still holds a little flame for whoever that was, because it was going very, very well. You offered their cup. I imagine they offered you yours, or else it wouldn't be a 6 of Cups. They had to give love and you to receive love, and vice versa for it to be a 6 of Cups. It was reciprocal in some way. There's a sadness there, though. I don't see them fully gone, but the fact you're sad means you're sad over the Knight of Cups means it's either not progressing at all, or it's not quite progressing the way that you quite like or had hoped. Okay, well, let's have a look at this. We've got a healing Virgo here. Can we get to the Ace of Cups, please, for Virgo? For Virgo, please. The Hanged Man. Okay. The 7 of Wands. The Queen of Swords. You are putting a stop to new emotional connections until you have it figured out. What it is, I don't know. I don't know if you're blocking specifically this connection and saying, look, I need to pause on this because I need to go think about something, or all connections for the time being. You're like, no. mentally, I cannot handle this right now. I need to step away from emotional connections, spend a little bit time with myself, trying to get my head around things. That's the Queen of Swords and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is change of perception. The Queen of Swords is inner knowing. Four of Wands is keep away from me, please. Virgo is closed for business, and it's all in your heart space, so it's to do with emotional energy. Okay, right, to the Ace of Wands, please, for Virgo. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands for Virgo, please. The Page of Pentacles. Okay, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it did end. The Hierophant. Ah, yeah, it ended. Oh, you have stopped doing something. You stopped believing in something. The Hierophant is beliefs above most things. He's basically the masculine energy of the High Priestess. Both of them speak to beliefs. That, again, that inner knowing, Queen of Swords, the intuition. The Hierophant is in a bit more of a structured way, though, than the High Priestess, which is very fluid and intuitive. The Hierophant is like, okay, well, yes, spiritual, but a little bit more orthodox, a little bit more by the book spirituality, like this goes this way, and then that happens, and that happens. You believe this to be unfolding in some way, or at least you're a path emotionally to unfold some way. You have lost belief in that. Ten of Swords, or at least you associate that belief with great pain. Could be just directly related to this. You believed it was going to be something it turned out not to be, and that alone is kind of shaking you a little bit. I do think this might be more than that connection, though, because it's a Hierophant. It's a major arcana card, which comes from spirit, your higher self. Major arcana is like higher self stuff. The minor arcanas are more like day to day. Page of Pentacles. You're learning something, you're figuring it out. You're like, do I believe in this? Do I not believe in this anymore? Do I still want to do this? Is this even good for me? That's why you're keeping energies out, because you don't know at the moment, but you are learning. Page of Pentacles, you're starting to learn something from this. Okay. Maybe some of you are literally, I don't know, researching attachment styles and things like that. That's learning. Page of Pentacles is learning. You're trying to learn from it. Of course you're going to learn from it, Virgo. You're very practical, even when it comes to pain. You're like, this pain must have some use. And you're finding it. Right, the Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Virgo. The Eight of Swords, well, it wouldn't be a Virgo reading with a bunch of swords. At least I'm not seeing the 9, not as yet, but we are at 8. We're getting up there, Virgo. You go over and over this. Your outcome is mind energy mostly, but we do have some pentacles in there. That's good. That's you. That's your element. You're about what is fair. It's almost like, why don't I always get, why I give out more than I receive? That's a typical Virgo problem. It's because Virgos give a lot. We're big givers. Page of Swords. Part of you or them looks at the connection, the exchange. The exchange I don't think is happening though in the 3D, because the Eight of Swords is here. Something to do with your mind jostling back and forth, back and forth. Was that right? Is that right? Was that what it is? It's your figuring it out process, and it's going to jostle a little bit until it settles, and it will settle. You're at the very beginning of this process, Virgo. Page, that's new energy. That's little energy. It's small energy. Page of Swords. You keep an eye on it. Something to do with the weights and measures of this. If it's still in your environment, you're limiting contact. You're limiting extending effort in the physical towards whatever this is. Again, because your mind isn't made up about whether you want to continue or what you just left behind, it even suits you anymore. You're in the middle of a state of change and transformation here, Virgo. Let's get you some universal advice. That's why I don't have a solid outcome for you yet. I think your energy is too chaotic, and I mean chaotic in actually quite a calm chaos here, like a nice jostling sea. It's not a violent storm, but it's this like, and I think that's why I'm not getting a solid outcome, because I don't think even you know where you're going to land. So Spirit doesn't know either. The higher self probably doesn't know either. That happens. The universe doesn't know absolutely everything. Yeah, the universe also enjoys the element of surprise, would you believe it or not? That's the whole point. If the universe knew always every detail of everyone's life at any given moment, it wouldn't bother. So it'd be like, well, why watch it unfold then? Makes sense, right? Okay, right. Let's get some opportunities and obstacles, please. I mean, it knows most of it, but not. It sometimes just likes to know. It likes to know what you're going to do. Then you're going back and forth. Do I open? Do I close? Do I find someone new? Do I stay single? Do I go for that job? Do I just not bother working again? It's like that. You're heartache. I know you're in pain. The pain's still present. That doesn't help. The mind energy. So this is quite fresh, I think. Another disappointment. Another one bites the dust. That kind of thing. Because this didn't get to full fruition. This was almost like dating phase. It was Knight of Cups. It didn't get to King of Cups. It didn't get to Queen of Cups. It got to potential of that, and it was growing, and then the growth stopped. And okay, do I plant another seed with somewhere new, or do I just leave it? You're leaving it for at least for a while, which I think is wise. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's your Queen. Virgo card in reverse until you feel more like yourself. So you feel a little bit more secure in the self. You need a lot of self-love. You need self-care. You haven't had enough of it recently. That's your focus at the moment. You're very cocooned energy. Healing. Good. The Eight of Cups. That's good. That's moving on. You are moving on to a new belief, a new way of doing things. I think you're kind of giving up on this idea over here. Whether it be the person itself or that kind of connection for now is temporary. These things are always temporary, Virgo. But I think at the moment you just can't deal with it. You just want to focus inwards. And then the Queen of Swords. Upright. You figure it out. You get there. But yes, this is your internal mind energy. You'll get clarity over the situation. You'll also get clarity over what you want to do next. Because at the moment you don't even know what you want to do next. You're not doing anything at all. And I don't mean that you're being lazy. Clearly you are busy, you're doing things, you're managing your day-to-day, but when it comes to your emotional direction, you're keeping it to yourself for now, then you will extend it elsewhere. I mean, look at the Queen of Swords card. She's extending a hand, and if you look at her hand, she's got a little cord that's been cut. She's cut an attachment to something. And at the moment, your attachment is on the self because you're not extending it out. You're very much keeping all your energy in. This Queen of Swords attachment was to this. Knight of Cups. Okay. If I get some universal advice for Virgo, please. Universal advice for Virgo. There we go, Queen of Swords again. You're all about the Queen of Swords today. The Chariot and then the Seven of Swords. There's a little fear about extending energy outwards. The Archer in this deck is the Chariot, and the Chariot is an aligned choice. You have yet to find an aligned choice. Well, not an aligned choice, sorry, an aligned movement forward. There's a couple of cards of movement in Tarot, of moving forwards. The Eight of Wands. That's forward movement. The Knight of Swords, that's forward movement. In fact, all the Knights are forward movement. The Chariot is unique in its way that it's two aligned energies moving parallel. Also Cancer. Could be someone you're dealing with or you have strong Cancer placements. Also Aquarius here. Quite a bit of Aquarius energy, actually. And Libra. More so Libra, I'd say, actually, than Aquarius. So scratch that. But there's still a lot of Aquarius. Not a Cancer. Everyone else, I don't know, I feel compelled to tell you the signs. It is mostly that. Obviously there's yourself here, Virgo. A little bit of wand energy, a little bit of fire. I don't think that's relevant, but that's the energy you're using to keep other energies out. Excuse me, sorry Virgo, I digress there. I got told to tell you some signs in case you need the extra bit of confirmation, some of you. But yeah, you're figuring it out. Where do you want to attach your energy to next? What do you want to move in tandem with next? At the moment, you don't know. That's why we're coming up with the Seven of Swords. It's not deception. It's also strategy. In this one, it's insecurity. You haven't yet found something that you actually want to attach your energy to, that you trust. Something about trust here too. Anyway, Virgo, I'm going to leave the reading here for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. All my one-to-one readings are down in the description box below. Thank you so much for sharing your energy here with me today. And until the next one, Virgo, take care. Okay, next up we've got Libra. Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. Those of you who are unaware of the 4 Aces, there's a timestamp section at the beginning of this video where I run through the 4 Aces and what they mean. For everyone else, we'll jump into your 8 of Swords. Now, 1 second, Libra. I'm being a little bit slow today. Normally I start the cleanup when I start saying goodbye to the previous sign, and for some reason with Virgos I didn't. I just kind of chilled there. Anyway, sorry Libra. Let's get everything straightened up for you. Let's get to your Ace of Swords. For my lovely, lovely Libras. Show me Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, please. Can you show me Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, please. What's on your mind, my lovely Libras? Okay, Ace of Swords. Who you be watching, Libra? The Knight of Wands and the Judgment. Something in your energy here, you're like, I gotta do this thing. But how? It's almost like that. It's almost like you're going off to do something. Either you're like, how do I do it? Or can anyone see me do this? I don't think you want to be seen. It's like you're doing something and you're looking over your shoulder. Either for reassurance, like, am I doing this right? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Or it's like, oh, is anyone watching me? I don't want anyone watching me. But you're going with gusto, Knight of Wands. Okay, all right, Libra. I'm being sneaky here. All right, the Ace of Cups, please. For Libra. Okay, yes, there is somebody particular that you are looking at. Okay, 6 of Cups, the Hangman. You don't want to be seen by a particular person. Yeah, I hope they stay still. It's like you're tiptoeing around them. Why? It takes extra effort to do so, but you're doing it. You're keeping this one quiet from someone else in particular. Like, don't mind me. I'm not doing anything over here. I'm just standing still in my tree, upside down, like the Hangman. You're saying it to someone in particular, 6 Cups. Could be more than one person, but at least one. Okay, we've got the 3 of Swords upside down. You don't want to break someone's heart here. The 3 of Wands. Okay, you're keeping a distance intentionally. I see in the 4 of Cups, yeah. You don't want anyone seeing you because the thing that you're doing, they probably wouldn't approve of. That's your worry. However, you're like, I'm trying not to mind that. I'm sure you're keeping that from a distance. You're keeping them at a distance because you don't want to hurt them. What are you doing, Libra? That's just my suspicious face. I mean, maybe you're planning their surprise birthday party. Although I don't know why that would upset them. Maybe they're a party planner and would be upset that you didn't involve them in the arrangements. Could be something innocent like that, Libra. I don't know. Oh, you're working on something. Okay. Right. Libra, this is such unusual energy for you. Hey, I don't get reading. This is like this. I don't mean to call out Saggies though. This is the kind of stuff Saggies get up to. Right. To be fair, Saggies don't really care to sneak around people. They'll just tell them. They'll be like, I don't care what you think. But if they think it's going to be worth their time, they will sneak about. But the 10 of Wands, you're like, it's really hard work trying to do the thing I'm doing plus keep up the illusion. 10 of Wands, burden. 7 of Cups, illusions. 8 of Pentacles, working on something. Libra, you've got to tell, please drop a comment and tell me what this is. I promise you've all got anonymous usernames. I mean, obviously do it so long as the other person doesn't watch the channel, obviously, but or they don't know your username, right? Make a new account. Tell me that way. Let's be extra sneaky, Libra. I'll help you out. It's fine. I'm on your side. Okay. Because I think you're working on something. You're doing something productive. 8 of Pentacles. Or at least you're applying effort to something here that I think is positive. Okay, I don't think it's that kind of sneaky. At least I hope not, Libra. Right. Ace of Swords, and the obstacles and opportunities here. Justice in reverse, Libra. That's you in reverse. I told you this is not like you. This is very un-Libra energy. Have I picked up on your cross watcher by any chance? Maybe you have smaller Libra person. I don't know. You're going outside of your character. I mean, it's not unusual for a Libra or any other sign to do things against their primary sign. But, yeah, it's just funny how you say it yourself here, okay? The Emperor in reverse. Is that who you're hiding from? This is someone of authority, someone you respect, someone you look up to, someone... I'm not saying you fear them in a bad way, but you fear of upsetting them. That's quite clear. You don't want to upset them. I'm not seeing fear in your energy here. There is a little bit of, I don't want the Emperor to see me. It's just someone important to you. That's what the Emperor means. The Ten of Pentacles on its side. This is something for your stability. Are you like moonlighting in another job or something? For some reason you don't want anyone to know about it. Are you embarrassed by the job? I mean, there's a whole list of jobs I've done I'd be very embarrassed by. Nothing rude or illegal. But at the time, I was like, I don't want people knowing I do this. The Fool, the new beginning. You're working on a new beginning. Are some of you working on an exit plan? Could be from an uncomfortable situation, a marriage you don't want to be in, and you're just making sure you're financially secure before you get out of it. You don't want them to know about it. They're a bit controlling. That can happen. It doesn't mean that's what's going on, but it could be something of that nature. There's a new beginning here for you. You're making your way out of a situation. And yeah, you are having to be very un-Libra about it. Interesting one for you, Libra. I don't have an outcome for you. Apart from you, the new beginning is being created, yeah. You're doing something new for yourself. Maybe you are from a family of shoemakers and you are taking courses on how to become a florist. And you know the family wouldn't like that because you're supposed to be a shoemaker like them. It's like that. Okay, and you're going to one day set up your own floristry. And you're on the first steps. And Joe, it's your business, Libra, it's your business. But either way, I mean, your energy seems fine. It seems you get away with it if you want to know. Okay, right. I get some universal advice for our sneaky Libras today. This is very specific. But there's something you're definitely keeping under your hat here, Libra. The Five of Cups in reverse, okay. The Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Well, the universe approves. So who am I to wade in? Yeah, you're almost undoing something that it's like something you should have done a long time ago. A situation that you were unhappy with or stuck in, or it wasn't fulfilling you. You're now reversing that, but you're having to do it under your own energy and steam. The Seven of Pentacles. That's your own investment and your own healing. It's time, investment, resource, investment in whatever you're doing. And then you go into the Four of Swords, which is internal alignment. This is an aligned path you're going on, which is beautiful. It's just a shame you're having to hide it from someone. Although you might just be, like I said, you're a bit embarrassed. I'll be honest with you. When I started this channel, I don't think I didn't tell anyone about it until it was monetized. So the first 3 months, I was hiding this. And I know it's very silly to try and hide yourself on the internet. But I just used to hope and pray no one I knew saw, because I didn't know if it's going to be successful or a flop or whatever. So if it's something like that, and I'm a Libra Rising, I did not feel comfortable doing that at all. I like to be open and honest because I think that's fair communication. So it could be something like that. It's starting a little exciting little side project or something like that. It's definitely a new beginning wrapped up in here somewhere. And I'm sure you'll let the people who need to know in time. Anyway, Libra, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. Drop it in the comments, please. I'm curious about this one, especially Libra. Especially since it's so far out your energy, I want to know. All my one-to-one readings are down in the description box below. And with that, Libra, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we have Scorpio. Hello, my lovely Scorpios. How are we doing? Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. So I'm a little bit behind on card cleanup. I had to pause for just a second because I got a really bad headache. and my readings always come out fuzzy when I have a headache. So I just laid down for 20 minutes and I'm good now. So we're back in the room with your 4 ACES reading. For those of you who are unaware of the 4 ACES, there's a timestamp section at the beginning of this video where I run through the 4 ACES and what they mean. For everybody else, we're going to jump into your Ace of Swords as soon as I clear up these cards. Okay, right, let's go. Scorpio, it's for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Scorpio, please. Show me Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Whoop. 1 second, Scorpio. There we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Oh, I forgot this. I turn everything off when I have to go and lie down because I just don't like wasting electricity. What can I say, Scorpio? Okay, right. The Ace of Swords, please, for Scorpio. We have the Chariot. Okay, you're going somewhere. The Fool, somewhere new. The King of Cups, somewhere your heart is aligned to. However, I feel that there might be some history, even though you're framing this as a new beginning, emotional connection, or at least emotional resonance. It doesn't have to be a person. But I'm seeing a new beginning, or at least it's on your mind and there's thoughts to move towards it. Okay, well, you're thinking about it, but are you actually doing it, Scorpio? We'll find here over at the Ace of Wands, but let's see what that old heart space of yours is saying. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, lots of passion here. Okay, 2 of Cups, yes, you are. And the 2 of Wands. So there's a doorway, there's an opportunity opening here. Again, I'm sensing there's already some history. King of Cups is a more mature love, or that could just be your heart space maturing. That's also your king there, Scorpio. 2 of Cups is an aligned energy. There's reciprocation in this too. Lots of fiery passion there with the Knight of Wands, and the 2 of Wands is a decision still you're making over it. 2 of Wands is almost like the energy of looking over the possibility of. Okay, so this might be a reconnection, or it's just something you've thought about. Maybe you just want to go find someone in general. Let's have a look. The Ace of Wands, please. I'll know more. We can narrow it down, Scorpio, as we go along. Okay, the Ace of Wands. Oh, the 10 of Swords. Yes, there is... I think this ended, did it? The 6 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. There's history here. There's history here. Okay, Scorpio. Yes. The 7 of Wands is strategy. Can be deception, but positive is strategy. The 6 of Wands, you want to look good. And you do look good, Scorpio. Congratulations. 10 of Swords. You're like, how do I approach this? Because there's pain here. Now, I don't know if this energy has come in and offered an opportunity for new, and you're wondering how to approach the offer, or you are creating this offer. Either way, the energy is the same. How do you create this? Because you want to be careful because there's pain here. You're walking into an environment or a connection where there's a history, there's been hurt words, hurtful actions. You're trying to make a decision over it. Definitely towards the new, This is someone you're highly attracted and emotionally connected to. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, please. Look at the Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. The 2 of Swords, right. The King of Swords, okay. The King of Wands. Okay, so your fire energy increases as the reading goes on. Scorpio is the fiery side of water. So although you are a water placement, fire, you're not too uncomfortable in. You do like a little bit of that spice, Scorpio. It's sensuality, it's passion, all that. Scorpios are all down for it. You really don't want to do something impulsive. That's what you're telling me is an outcome. You're going to do it, but you don't want it to be impulsive. And King of Wands can be impulsive, but he tries to control his impulses. Whereas the Knight of Wands doesn't. That's the difference between a knight and a king. You've got the King of Swords. Okay, you're trying to apply logic and reason and rationality to the situation. Yes, yes, I agree. This is a balance between the passions and also our sensibilities as well. And then the 2 of Swords. The problem is the emotional aspect. I think this connection to you makes sense. The physical connection, clearly there. There's something about the emotional aspect that makes a little bit less sense. And it's all those three that make for a healthy relationship, plus pentacle energy, which is commitment and effort. I'm not seeing any pentacle energy here, but not to say that isn't present in the past. We'd only really see that at the point of reconnection anyway. Maybe it will come up in the opportunities and obstacles. We shall see. But let's go into them now, Scorpio, to see what's going down. Okay, obstacles and opportunities, please, for Scorpio, starting with the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. For some reason or another, this did not work in the past, either because you didn't show up to work on it or they didn't. I don't know which. Apply it as it resonates. If it was you, maybe it was the wrong timing for you. Maybe you just weren't in the mood. Maybe you just weren't feeling it, or there was other things going on. Like I said, Pentacles refers to showing up and putting in the effort, and that is not demonstrated any more than in the Eight of Pentacles. Literally someone putting effort into something. It's in reverse. There was no effort there, or that was from their side. They didn't show up in the physical reality to put effort into maintaining the connection, because all connections, no matter how much love there is, no matter how much passion and fire, these are all the very big and mystical and exciting energies. They rely on an Eight of Pentacles. It can be very fragile, these larger energies, without the foundational work. Okay, now for the Ace of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups on its side. You're not quite fulfilled without them, though. In some way, your happiness leans into theirs, and their happiness, I assume, at least at one point, leaned into yours as well. If it's them not showing up in the physical, showing their Eight of Pentacles to you, I would hope, I'm not saying it is Scorpio, but I hope that you're not leaning back towards going there out of fear that your Nine Cups will never be filled with you by yourself or with a new connection. It's halfway. You're okay by yourself. You do good, but it's almost like that energetic half is missing. Like I'm missing an arm. People always say that about lost loved ones, right? No matter whether they're lost to death or a breakup or a divorce, there's always that period of time where the happiness they provided you becomes a vacuum. And that's where the temptation to go back is to fill that vacuum void. Not because they were good for us, not because there was a misunderstanding, just the vacuum. The moon in reverse. Yeah, there's some distance here. Moon energy has been in the upright for you recently, especially over these energies about bringing things forward. This is an emotional decision. It's also has emotional consequences, or will be revealed in time, Scorpio. You're like, when is the right time to move? When is the right time to go in? Am I emotionally ready? Are they emotionally ready? Well, moon in the upright, you have no idea of knowing, but you're going to find out. We've got the moon in reverse. So you'll make your move at some point, Scorpio. Or they towards you. You can absolutely reverse these roles. But it's at the right time. Could be after the next new moon, which is Monday. And that's a moon void, Scorpio. If you caught the water signs reading, I highly suggest that you read that. And then we have the star. There you go. There's your wish. There's your dream. There's your vision. Part of you still holds on to this, or them to you, depending on which way these roles are laid out for you today, Scorpio. This is part of your journey, no matter the outcome. Let's see if we can get you an outcome from the universal advice. Do we have an outcome, universe? The Scorpio, please, as you seem back and forth on it, undecided. Something about approaching the emotional aspect. Again, and the passion is there. The love is there. Sorry, the logic is there with the King of Swords. The love is there on your side, but I don't know about them, because you're showing me at occasions they or you, for whatever reason, could not put in the effort. That's why it broke away. That's why it never got off the ground, or whatever happened between the two of you. Okay, right. Can I get an outcome or universal advice for Scorpio, please? We have Justice in reverse. Nine of Pentacles, that's a singles card. Ace of Pentacles. There's a new opportunity for you. But I will say with some tentatively at least, it's not here, or at least it's not right now. You're better focusing on yourself for the time being. Okay. A new opportunity is coming in for you that's going to require your focus, your energy, and your management. Justice in reverse means not right. And I think it's to this Eight of Pentacles. Scorpio, you deserve someone who shows up to you in the physical and puts in effort towards your connection. Consistently. Sorry, got a frog in my throat there. Consistently. And reliably. To some extent, nobody's perfect, but if they can make at least a good 90% effort, then you're onto a strong one there. There's an opportunity in your own healing at the moment, and focusing on yourself and your own management of resources. I mean, there's no blame for your mind to keep drifting back there, to reopen that door, to revisit that situation, to check if anything's changed. Well, if it's them who's not showing, who wasn't showing up to make the effort, then it's up to them to start making the effort now. If you go in making the effort towards them now, that gives them a free hall pass to keep showing up and not making the effort, because you'll be doing 100% of the effort. Why should they bother doing anything if Scorpio is going to do all of it? So right now the balance is off. They're on their path, you're on your path. Your path actually looks amazing with this big old Ace of Pentacles in it, and it's coming from you. It's coming from you. You're creating something here. But as well, the universe is guiding you towards something simultaneously there, Scorpio. Anyway, Scorpio, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I really hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments. I'm always hanging out down there, guys. And if my one-to-one readings are in the description box below, I do inbox readings as well as live readings too. And with that, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me here in the Zen Den. And until next time, take care. Okay, next up we have Saggy. Hello, my Saggies. Welcome to Esotera Tarot. How you're doing? There's a little description of the 4 aces and what they mean at a timestamp at the beginning of the video. For everyone else, we're going to jump into your Ace of Swords, and it's for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and reverse those roles as you see fit. Okay, can I see Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Whoa. 5 of Swords, but well bang on its side. So, okay, we're going to have one of those kind of readings, are we, Scorpio, today? Already quite confusing card as it is on its side, right? Okay. Something's here, but not quite. The 2 of Swords. Is it, though? The Page of Swords, you're anticipating something. You're anticipating an argument. You're anticipating a disagreement. You're anticipating. You're like bracing yourself, Scorpio. And I don't know what for. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's about. You're avoiding it. Understandably, if you think it's going to cause you some kind of harm or pain. But you sense that it's coming. You sense that it's around the corner. You're actually looking actively for clues of its arrival with another energy. This isn't just for yourself. You're looking outwards, externally to yourself. Ace of Cups, please. Go get the Ace of Cups. The 5 of Cups. Something's disappointed and upset you. The Lovers, a connection. I see there. 9 of Wands. That is your minor arcana card, Chiron. Okay. Something or someone hurt you. Something that you felt aligned to, although I see this being almost like, I don't think this is the first time you've been through this with whoever this is. You return to it for some reason, because your heart's there still, even though this person is a source of pain and regret or depression or whatever went down with you and whoever this was. They're still central to your heart space. This could be a family member. Do you one of those I love you, but I don't like you kind of energies? Doesn't have to be. Love is love, Saggy. It's either romantic or it's friend, family. Either way, you've been hurt. But while you've been hurt, you still love them. You're anticipating some kind of disagreement, argument, upset or something. Maybe a discardment. Okay, you reversed yourself. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Don't do that, Scorpio. The Chariot, the Eight of Cups. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're telling me here I can't move forward without them, because if I move forward without them, then I will be insecure. That could be financially, which then, yes, there's some real world implications, like you have to split assets, or maybe you rely on their assets. I don't know what the situation is here, Saggy. Did I say Scorpio before? I feel like that slipped out, but I have just come out of the Scorpio reading, so maybe not. My memory sometimes is just all over the place. There's an insecurity issue here. However, it's under the Ace of Wands. It doesn't mean it's true. It's a belief. Ace of Wands is spirit. Okay, it's just a belief. If there is real world assets between you, it's not that you're stuck there. It's that you need to wait for a sensible time. Not too long though. I'm not in for using people or anything like that. I don't think you're doing that anyway, Sag. I think the emotional separation has already happened. This person will be aware that there's been pain in the connection. The Chariot, every day that goes by, the more you emotionally drift from whoever this is, and it's from unresolved pain. Pain that's not being resolved by them, by you, by whatever the source is. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles for Saggy. The Ace of Pentacles for Saggy, please. The King of Wands, there you go. We're back in business, Saggy. Judgment. Nine of Cups, yeah, then you decide to put yourself first. And as soon as you decide to put yourself first, your confidence grows. You realise or re-realise your abilities. I have a feeling this was probably an energy that used to put you down a lot. Tell you couldn't do things. You couldn't do anything without them. You're nothing without me kind of energy. Like, no one's got time for that. At least so a Sag. This is where love has overridden common sense. Not to you, Sag. Don't mean that as an insult or a dig or something like that. It happens to everybody. The love glasses, we call it the love goggles for a reason. It's very easy to fall in love with someone who's inherently bad for us. I'm looking at a Saggy here that's been emotionally beaten about, and I don't think you've actually done anything. I just think you're always waiting for the next criticism. You're waiting for the next hurtful words. You are waiting for the next put down. There's not one currently, but you know one is coming, because one always comes. So much sadness and hurt around this connection. You want to move on, but for some reason you feel that if you do, you won't be able to stand on your 2 feet. You won't have any independence. You will crumble. You will lay down and die, as Aretha Franklin says. No, you will survive, Saggy. Look at this. Nine of Pentacles. Judgment. King of Wands. Putting yourself first. That's emotional management. Judgment. So you get some bravery to make some kind of change. Judgment is death and rebirth. So if there is an ending on the cards for you and this connection, it ends in your rebirth, which shoots you straight up to King of Wands. This is your most powerful card, Saggy. Think about that. You start off as a Page of Swords. By the end of the reading, you're a King of Wands by following your own conviction and sense of justice. Okay, let's get you some opportunities and obstacles. 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is not an aligned connection, Sag. This is not your person. This is not where your heart energy should be. It's not being received correctly. King of Wands. King of Wands is your opportunity. Believe in yourself. Yes, you've been hurt. That hurt is added to your wisdom and your strength. Not to your demise. You're still here living and breathing, Sag. You've survived another day. And every day you do, you get stronger and stronger towards this King of Wands energy that you're embodying slowly, daily, bit by bit. 10 of Pentacles on its side and the 7 of Pentacles on its side. This is 50-50. Some of you share some kind of financial asset. Maybe it's the home. Maybe it's custody, joint custody of children, something like that, something that you're invested in. 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles is long-term investment in something of physical stability, savings part, house, home, children in legacy or family unit. They're both on their side, which indicates 50-50. That's an obstacle for you. This is half of what you've worked towards. There's a danger of you sitting in a sunk cost fallacy here as well, Sag. Like, well, I've put up with it for this long and I've put in money towards keeping us together, i.e. mortgage, rent, whatever it is you pay out. It doesn't have to be, but that's very much can be, strongly is. So maybe I can stay it out. Well, like the old saying goes, Sag, if it costs you your mental health, then you can't afford it. And this connection is costing you your mental health. Okay, right, the Ace of Pentacles one, please. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You don't realise how much you will not miss this connection. There's a belief, and it's a false belief, that by leaving this situation, you are going to be worse off. That doesn't appear to be true by the cards. I mean, you do you, Sag, you do what you need to do. I don't know the specifics of your situation, and please do not do things just because the Tower lady told you. But there's a way out of this where you are more secure than you think. And you get there and you find out what it is. King of Wands, I'm not telling you, your higher self is telling me about you. If you're resonating, you'll know what that is that can help you out. If not, you will know shortly. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Sag, please? Universal advice for Sag. The Devil, of course. This is a Devil attachment. 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in reverse again. You see how sheepish this little deer is, Saggy? This is not your energy. This is not you. This is you. Ready for action, ready to take on the world. Creative, passionate, expressive. Everyone knows when Saggy's in the room, but something about this connection puts you in a timid state. And I do not like that energy at all. This is a very unique Sag reading. Very rarely get readings like this for Sag. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because of this belief that you are less than, not enough. There's an insecurity attached to you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is in insecurity of the physical, financial, or of emotional. Maybe some of you might have some health problems. This person cares for you in some way with physical things, not all of you, but some of you. There are other people out there, Sag. This is also, even though this is a very timid little deer, the deer is protected, and that's the card. I don't know if you can read that. It says protection. You are protected. At the moment, you feel protected by whatever this energy, this devil energy provides you in the physical. There's a false protection. There's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You feel insecure and unsupported, uncared for, most likely unloved by this. But there is a way out. There's always a way out, Sag. This reverse 5 of Pentacles, you're not going to be as bad off as it seems. You need to get this Queen of Pentacles the right way up, at least in your self-worth, by stop listening to whatever this energy says to you. Start feeding yourself with good intentions, good thoughts, good emotions, good food, good company, good environments, good experiences. You'll shoot right up to this King of Swords, but it's coming. You get to the 9 of Cups, that's your happiness. You find it. I don't know where it is, Sag, but you find it, and then that's when you make the decision. It's me and my mental health, or them, and you choose yourself, Sag, which I'm very happy to see. Anyway, Saggy, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments. And all of my one-to-one readings are in the description box below. And with that, Saggy, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we've got Capricorn, my happy Cappies. How we doing? Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, my love. So take what resonates, leave the rest, reverse those roles as you see fit. I also have a short overview of the description of the 4 ACES in the timestamps earlier on in the video before Aries. So you can run over that for those of you who are new here and you want to know a little bit more about what the spread means and how it works before diving in. But for everyone else, we're going to jump into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords for Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Cappy, my happy Cappies. Can I get the Ace of Swords, please, for Capricorn? Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords for Cappy, please. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Okay, we have the Empress. Nice, Cappy. I like it. Judgment and the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords has been very active on the later halves of the readings. You're trying to make a decision, but you don't want to make it emotionally, and you want the best outcome for you and everyone else. That's very clear. Don't know what it is. You're trying to not let your emotions get involved. Very Capricorn of you. Judgment. It's a big decision. You have some experience in this kind of decision making though. The fact you're trying to not let emotions get the better of you while making it shows that you're an old hand at this, Cappy. You know other people are affected by whatever it is you're deciding over. Empress, you just want it to work out. You want it to be good. You want it to be blessed. Because that's the energy you're currently resonating in, Cappy. Okay? Right, for the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there we go. Investing in something. The Seven of Cups. The Two of Wands, there's a decision again, both of them aligned. Two of Wands is like a crossroads energy next to Judgment, the Knight of Pentacles. How do I proceed with this properly? Seven of Pentacles. I don't know what this is. It could be investment in a person, i.e. a relationship. It could be investment in stocks and bonds. Both of those can get emotional. Would you believe it or not? Even trading stocks. In fact, the whole market is based on emotions. That's why it fluctuates so much, but it's emotions on a individual level. If you're a trader, obviously, you don't want your emotions, your excitement or your fear to get the better of you. It's mastery of the emotions. I used to know a trader. He used to tell me all about this. And then the market is obviously the collective emotions, right? The fads. Some people are into something one day, the next day they're just not, and sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to it. You're trying to make some kind of decision based on, well, not based on that. You want it to be clear, you want a plan, you want to know what you're going to get out of it. You really want to do it. If it's in your heart space, you're already formulating a plan. Oh, I can make this work. Okay, right, the Ace of Wands, the Devil. Okay. What's going on here then, Sag? I mean, this is you and it's up in your conscious line, so you could just be telling me about yourself. Let's see. The Ten of Wands, the Three of Cups. No, there's definitely other energies here. There's another energy you want to drop, I think. You're telling me it's hard for me to stay in this with another energy, human energy, here in the 3D, and then also be like myself. I don't know if this is related to this situation. Sometimes I'll see other situations that are not related, but equally as important, Cappy. Okay, I want to look at that Ace of Pentacles. Shine a bit of light on this for me. Maybe there's someone else that can't be involved in this new process that you're on. The Star, yeah, so you're definitely shooting for something. The Magician, you're manifesting a big wish. This is a big manifestation there, Cappy. And Queen of Swords, it's like you're saying this requires my ultimate. I get it. Cappy's being Cappy. So Saturn of you, Capricorn. You're like, this thing requires all of my focus. Therefore, I've got no time for frolicking about. That's the Three of Cups. It's like fun, hanging out, doing your thing with your people. Ten of Wands is effort. You're applying effort. It's going into the Devil. That's you. You need all your effort for you. You cannot be giving into temptation here, which is represented by the Devil also. Hang on, Cappy. Is my hair caught on something? Feeling a pull. There we go. I don't know what you're manifesting here, but you're saying, I can't hang out with you today, guys. I've got homework. It's like that. You're being very serious today, Capricorn. But okay, you're Cappy. You can be like that, and that's what I love is. Okay. Can I get some obstacles and opportunities, please? Cappy's busy in the lab today. Not coming out to play. The world. Okay. Ending of a cycle. Have you been putting this off and been maybe procrastinating a little bit? And now you're like, okay, now it's time to... Now it's time to get to work. And you're clearly a Capricorn who does like to have fun. Let's make it clear. You have a good group of people around you or energies that are there for a good time like you are. You're showing me I need all my effort here with myself to do my thing. But you also show me simultaneously you're very attached to whatever this is or whoever this is. And it's actually hard for you to detach from it. So you're like, there's some old habits that gotta die. And that's why you don't want to make an emotional decision, because if you made an emotional decision, you'll be down there with the 3 of Cups all day. Got it. You need to stop producing. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you're starting a new business. So you're like, sorry guys, I can't go to, football lessons. I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to football later. That's why I thought of football. Well, not me personally. My daughter is. Okay, 3 of Wands. Something that you're closing in on you as much as you're closing in on it. You're being watched, Capricorn, from a distance, but I feel like you're watching the thing as well. 3 of Wands on its side. Something's either moving towards you, or that's you moving towards it, or you're simultaneously moving towards each other at the same time. However, that process has only just started. You haven't come together yet. Something in your heart space, something you care for. I think something known to you, at least at some point it was. The 2 of Swords in the upright. Again, you're not giving in to those emotional decisions. Time for Cappy to get serious. What's Saturn doing at the moment? I mean, Saturn's been in Aries. So Saturn's in Aries, but also Mars was in Aries till recently, which meant spontaneous decision making. Mars and Neptune kind of ganged up on Saturn for a little bit. So Saturn was like having to take a bit of a back seat in that energy and let Neptune, who loves, parties, and Mars, who has poor impulse control, just kind of run the show. Well, now Mars has left Aries, because Mars is exalted in Aries. Well, it's his domicile, should I say. Because he's left, that just leaves Neptune and Saturn. And Saturn's much bigger than Neptune, so... Party time's over, guys. Time to go home. Cappy's got work to do. You've not been feeling so productive lately. That's your Empress in reverse. Yeah, you just dusty yourself off there, Cappy. This isn't long-term feeling like this. Like, I've lost my abilities. I'm not what I once was. Why can't I create anymore? It's just a little bit of a Cappy block. You'll be fine. With all of this energy, with this strong magician and the star, I'm not worried about the Empress. It's upside down. You show me you've been maybe letting some things slide, not tending to your duties and responsibilities so much. I get it, but now you've got the inner knowing, Queen of Swords. Okay, enough is enough. We've not lost everything, but we need to get back to it. It's like maintenance of something or the building of something, because the Empress is fertility, growth and expansion. And something that you were working on or wanting to get off the ground, or something or someone you're connecting with. At the moment, it's been taking a bit of a downward trend. So you're coming away from this fun energy and getting into work mode, or at least effort mode, to revive it. Judgment. Okay, let's get you some universal advice. Can I get some universal advice for Capricorn, please? Universal advice for Cappies. Universal advice for Capricorn, please. The 8 of Swords. Don't overthink it. The 9 of Pentacles. Been doing the rounds today. Oh, you have Judgment in... So you have Justice in reverse as well. Yeah, pretty much that. Don't blame yourself. I think you kind of... You've been a Cappy again. I think you kind of needed that time to blow off some steam, if I'm honest with you. You might be being a little bit too hard on yourself by the universal advice. Universe is like... To be honest, Capricorn, you're more like picking up where you left off, and you probably could have been doing with the break. It's wrong of you to think that somehow All of this burden is yours, and the fact you took your eyes off the ball for a second is the worst thing ever. That's not right. Justice in reverse over the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of responsibility, taking on responsibility for everything and everything, especially when backed up by the Eight of Swords. That's very intense energy. That's being trapped in the mind about, I'm Capricorn. I'm responsible for everything. If any tiny thing goes wrong, or if I have a day off, or if I accidentally fall asleep on the job, I'm to blame for all of it. No, you're being a bit harsh on yourself, Cappy. I think you needed to put your feet up a little bit, have a little bit of fun. Seems to have done you some good, so please don't think that way. The Empress is in reverse now, but like I said, it's just Empress in reverse. It's not like you're starting with like nothing, like a pentacle, right? Your Empress here. Still, you're just picking up your Empress where you left off with it. Whether it be a job, a relationship, I don't know. Not all hope is lost. You just carry on building from here. Anyway, Cappy, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, leave a comment for me, my darlings. I always love hearing from you. All of my personal readings details are in the description box. That's live readings, that's email readings as well. And with that, Capricorn, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we have Aquarius. Hello, my Aquarians, my water boys. How are we doing? Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you new to the 4 Aces, there's a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through the 4 Aces and what they mean. For everyone else, we're going to jump into your Ace of Swords. It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and reverse the roles as you see fit. I was going to say something completely different than Aquarius, and I don't even know what. That's my boggled brain. Okay. Oh, there you are, Aquarius. The star, right on time. Think of Aquarius, please. Aquarius. The Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. What's going on, Aquarius? Tell me about it. Talk to me. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Stability. Okay, your stability is on your mind. Something to do with the people in your home or just general stability. Oh, emotional stability. The Knight of Cups. Not being so great. Two of Pentacles. You're working towards achieving a greater emotional stability over something or just in general. I will see more of it as we pull more cards. You've been feeling a little bit back and forth on something recently. Something to do with your heart's desire. The Knight of Cups is about movement of the heart energy to connect to something or someone. Ten of Pentacles, but is it stable? And that's all in your mind, of course. You're an Aquarius. You're going to be thinking about this. You think first, feel later. I get it. Okay, the Ace of Cups, please. Two of Cups, okay, there's a connection. The Devil, not so healthy, Aquarius. Page of Pentacles, you're trying to analyze why it's unhealthy. What's going on? Be careful, Aquarius, not to try and diagnose people, okay? I'm saying that as a fellow overthinker here. There's something unhealthy about this connection, but you're very much aware of it, I believe. That's why you're back and forth. Can I do this? Can I do that? What's the right thing? How do I approach this? Is it me? Is it them? Is it the situation? Is it the timing? Are they crazy? Am I crazy? It's going in circles a little bit, Aquarius. I mean, I'm not saying the world here. I'm just feeling that energetically. There's something that you're learning about. You're learning about the things in the connection that aren't quite right, the distortions. The Page of Pentacles is the page of learning. However, a page, and I'm going to say this with love, Aquarius, a page is no match for the devil. Whatever's going on here is above your pay grade. Right, to the Ace of Wands, please. And what I mean by that, Aquarius, is it's not something that you're going to solve. You're not going to go, haha, I've figured out what the problem is. Even if you do figure out what the problem is far greater than what you can solve alone. It needs this other person to be on board with solving it as well. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Oh, I know. Queen of Wands is what you want. King of Cups is a deep, passionate love that is mature above all else. And the Nine of Pentacles, you're taking on the lion's share of making sure that this connection stays stable. Nine of Pentacles is this solo single person's card. It's also about resource management, okay? So your efforts are being put to making this secure. Now, if you think about it, you're thinking about the 10 of Pentacles. You're already managing 9 of the Pentacles. So the majority of the stability in this connection is coming from you. King of Cups, yeah, there's affection here. I'm sure it runs both ways. You have a history with this person. The King of Cups is a matured love. And that's also pointing to what you want with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about wanting and attracting in what you want. And what you want is a stable and mature love. And a mature love that stays reliable and predictable somewhat, even through the difficult times, and that doesn't create difficult times unnecessarily. Now, we all do that a little bit, Aquarius. None of us are perfect angels in connections, however you define this partnership here. But if you've got somebody that's rocking the boat constantly, almost uncontrollably, that you feel that you're the only one rowing the boat and you're plugging all the holes as you go along, but the other person's creating holes in the boat just as quickly as you fix them, that is not a sustainable energy for anybody. That's the image I'm getting here, Aquarius. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm not putting a dampener on this connection. I don't know what your person is going through, but you're wobbling about it. It's unstable by your own admission here. I'm not telling you, you're showing me in the cards. Okay, temperance, time, healing, balance. Yes, that's what it needs. 6 of Cups, soul connection, and the moon. There's no saying which way this is going to go, Aquarius. I know that's probably not very helpful to you. Aquarians like to know the outcome. Aquarians like data. You are going around and round and round in circles in your mind, trying to get some secure answer as to whether or not your efforts will be wasted. Will this person level out eventually? Will they start stabilizing out with me? It's under the moon. This is an emotional matter on their part as well as yours. So you're not going to be able to calculate that. There's no pentacle for that. There's no sword for that. The moon hides things. The moon is emotions, deep emotions, often subconscious. I don't think this person realizes the effect that they're having. And temperance is a very complicated card. It's very, very layered. While it represents time, while it represents healing and divine guidance, it also represents instability and the jostling of energies again. See the 2 cups, then there's 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water. Sometimes it's stable, sometimes it's unpredictable, stable, unpredictable, stable, unpredictable. And you're showing me how that's affecting you here. Your stability is being affected. You don't know if you're coming or going with this energy. The moon, the unpredictability of it. Emotionally, there is a strong connection. However, it manifests erratically. And it looks like, because temperance equals time, that you're nowhere near out of the woods with it. More time. This is just going to keep going on and on and on and on in time, as things stand. Okay, let's get you some obstacles and opportunities, please. Obstacles and opportunities for Aquarius. Aquarius, where are you going? I know you probably don't like my answers to this. I know, I get it. Oh, I bet that's your king of swords. That's you on his side. Yeah, the King of Swords does not like being on his side. He likes clarity. He likes to be upright. He likes to know what he's doing. He's the only king that looks directly at you. He's on his side here. 1 minute it's fine, the next minute it's not. 1 minute it makes sense, the next thing it doesn't. You know, you don't have full clarity over this situation. You have it partially, but not fully. And that would drive an Aquarian mad. Okay. Ace of Cups, please. Ace of Cups. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's the instability. The stability you're searching for is not in this connection. 10 of Pentacles is long-term stability. This person, this energy attached to you, that you're attaching to, is unable to provide you with that. The only energy that's yours in here is the Page of Pentacles, which is you are trying. But this is beyond what you're able to do, just you. Now, I don't know, again, I don't know if what's going on with your person. Is it a mental health issue? Is it a trauma issue? Maybe they need a therapist. Maybe they need more support from their family and friends. Maybe it's a financial matter. It's something that is beyond you alone. I wish you could fix it. I wish I could give you the magic wand, Aquarius, to make it all go away and stabilize and be what you want. But I'm getting the phrase square peg, round hole. You can't force it in. It fits or it doesn't fit. Some people really jive in unstable energy, but the Aquarian I'm looking at does not. You don't like it. You're constantly trying to pin this energy down and put it in a category that makes sense to you. And it's requiring a lot of your resources in order to do it. Okay, let's go to the Ace of Wands, please. Okay. The Sun on its side now, it mirrors what the King of Swords is saying, because the Sun is happiness. So you have good times, really good times. Then you have really bad times too. The Sun is never quite full in the sky. It never quite reaches midday, does it, Aquarius? The Sun is also clarity. Again, partial clarity. I don't know what's going on with this energy, but because I am being directed so strongly towards partial clarity, I don't know if this person is hiding something or they have something else going on that you're unaware about. The Moon also hides things. You do not have the full picture, yet you're trying to, I don't want to say control it. You're controlling it not out of malice, not to try and control this person. You're just trying to stabilize the situation for your own well-being. So it makes sense to you. So there's some kind of sanity or logic to what's happening, to their reactions, to their behaviors, to whatever it is that they're doing. The Devil again here, straight over the Six of Cups. This is not a healthy connection, Aquarius. I'm sorry, I don't like doing these readings. I hate being the bearer of bad news. But what I hate more is seeing anybody stuck in a situation thinking that one day, one fine day, this person will straighten out. This person will become the person I need them to be, when it's so far out of that. I mean, it's up to you, Aquarius. It's up to you. You can keep jostling with this energy as much as you like. Just take care of yourself and your own well-being. This is the wrong deck, Aquarius. I mean, who am I to tell anyone anything? I can't even get the right deck, Aquarius. But yeah, oh no, here we go. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Hidden challenge between two energies. One person wants one thing, one person wants another thing. They're just not aligned energies. And the more you try and align them, the less aligned they feel. It's a lot of energy there, Aquarius. And there's no guarantee here. I mean, I've got Temperance. Temperance is just without end. Time passing, more time passing. How much more time has already gone on this connection? I don't know. Okay. Can I get some universal advice for Aquarius, please? Universal advice. Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. There are other energies that you go to for support for this. I know you do. Three of Pentacles, other people. This is stabilization. But if you actually notice in this Three of Pentacles, she's hanging on for dear life. Okay. If I was going to give you the blunt, untrue meaning of this, it's going to land messy, and some of you might not like it. But you've got the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. That is Tarot's way of saying run for your life. Find your refuge somewhere else, in other energies, in other practices, in something stable. You need to run towards stability that you have created yourself. Three of Pentacles, but it's also other people involved in this, whether it be work, friends, because Three of Pentacles is more of a friendship kind of energy. It's certainly not the Ten of Pentacles you're wanting, but it's better than the Two of Pentacles that you're currently dealing with. You need rest from this. I can feel the exhaustion in the energy here. Putting that little Page of Pentacles up against the Devil. That's quite the epic battle. One side is significantly stronger than the other in this particular instance. But you need a break from this. I'm not saying forever. I'm not saying that. But the most productive thing you can do for this partnership, because the Three of Pentacles is productivity, is to get as much distance between you and them as possible, at least on a temporary basis. for your own well-being, because if you are burnt out, Aquarius, there can't be a partnership if this person or energy is so unstable. If you're burnt out, that then doesn't stand a chance. Taking a little break for yourself, for self-care, to go have some fun, especially the Knight of Wands is all about fun and passion. Explore your passions, explore what you want to do, make it about you for a change instead of about managing them. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to leave the reading there. I feel like I was telling you off on that one. I don't mean to tell anyone off. I just see how much effort you're putting in here. I see the love you're capable of. You've got the King of Cups, you've got the Knight of Cups. This is your potential that you can give to someone and someone can give to you. This is you traveling towards it, but you are burdened by this Two of Cups energy that's just so back and forth. Is it the best use of your Cups energy? Is what I'm getting at. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments. I'm always down there, guys. Tell me what's going on. We can talk about it. And if you want to talk about it in depth, my one-to-one readings details are down in the description box. Anyway, Aquarius, thank you so much for sharing your energy here with me today. And until the next time, take care. Okay. Oops. Oh, I lost a card down there. I'll get it in a minute. It's just a playing card. It's strictly speaking, not a tarot card. It's a deck of playing cards based on tarot. It's super cool. I will crack it out one day and we will do something with it. But anyway, sorry, we've got Pisces. Hello, my beautiful Pisces people. How are we doing? Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unaware of the 4 Aces and it's your first time here, there's a little timestamp section at the beginning of the video, if you didn't catch it, where I run through the 4 Aces and what they mean. You don't need to go there to understand what's going on, but if any of you do, I will see you when you get back. For those of you who are aware of the 4 Aces and have been here before, or don't really want to know any more about it, we're going straight into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can you throw me the Ace of Swords, please, for Pisces? It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Pisces. Check your 4 placements. It's normal if they don't resonate, not all of them, but it's a great way to get you your reading. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. And of course, reverse the roles as you see fit. Okay, can you show me the Ace of Swords, please? Can you show me the Ace of Swords? Sorry, Pisces. This is bugging me. I'm a Virgo. I like things just so. I'm your opposite sign. You're probably rolling your eyes at me. Okay, right, the Ace of Swords, the 7 of Cups, okay. The Queen of Swords, Two of Cups. There's a connection here. It's causing you a little bit of confusion. Although you're also saying to me, although this connection might not be straightforward, I feel very comfortable here and are rather open to it. There's several different options to this. 7 of Cups, particularly in water energy, is quite positive. I'm getting a positive vibe off of the 7 of Cups. It means choices. In the negative, it's confusion, but you're not confused. You've got the Queen of Swords. You're like, there's choices. We can work with this. We can do something with this. Okay, good. I like this, Pisces. Okay, can I look at the Ace of Cups, please? The Page of Swords. Okay, you're looking into options there. You're actually doing something. The Hierophant and the 6 of Wands. You're quite dedicated to the path that you're taking with this individual. Page of Swords, you're looking into practicalities in some way. Not aggressively. It's only a page. You a quick Google search here and there. I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but it's equivalent energy to like little Google searches or this is a shower thoughts. Okay. 6 of Wands, you're very happy. This makes you very proud to be part of this connection. I don't know who this is, but you're like, yeah, that's mine. I like the look of them and I like them on my arm if it's romantic, or it could just be a friend, like I'm friends with the coolest kid in class. I like it. It's really fun and playful and light. It's nice, Pisces. Okay, right. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. King of Pentacles. Well, okay, we're getting serious now with Pisces. Okay. 3 of Swords, right, and the Moon. Oh, there's a very deep emotional connection here. This is healing. This isn't a negative 3 of Swords. This is a healing 3 of Swords, especially under the Moon. The Moon, partially your card, you share it with Cancer. But the King of Pentacles, it's almost like saying no matter what comes our way, what might break our hearts or my heart, I'm dedicated to this. I take this seriously. I'm not going to vanish at the first sign of trouble. The moon being a mysterious card that hides things, that's alluding to maybe there might be trouble down the road. The Three of Swords is the trouble down the road, and the King of Pentacles does not give up easy. He's in for the long haul. He invests. So come rain or shine, me and this energy we're in it together. No matter the weather, we're in it together. Okay, right. That's nice. That's really lovely. I mean, I can't speak for them. This is your king, but I imagine that's a shared energy here because you seem very clear-headed on this. That you're investing emotionally and you're investing quite wisely. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh, hang on. Two of Swords, Five of Wands. Yeah, there's more of that reconciliation energy. The Empress and the Magician. Yeah, we can do anything. We can do anything. It's that kind of energy. I'm not saying I mean, you might be reconciling from them, from something that occurred, maybe. But I'm getting more like if you're future facing this. And that's why you're planning. There's something we can do. I don't know if you're perceiving that there's an issue and it's there and you need to solve it together. And you're like, there's a solution for everything. We'll find it. That's the Two of Wands and the Five of Wands. You're foreseeing problems or challenges or obstacles or difficulties. But again, you're coming at it with the same attitude. We will overcome this. The Empress and the Magician. Not only is there optimism, there is genuine alignment and manifestation. And the Magician, Empress, is growth. I want this to grow. I want this to keep thriving, even in the face of difficulties and challenges. In fact, I think some of the way you view it, the Pisces resonating with this, even if there are difficulties and challenges, you hope that that will actually influence more growth between you, strengthen the bond. Do you know what? Refreshing Pisces that I'm seeing this in your energy. Lovely. Okay, can I get some obstacles or opportunities, please? Obstacles and opportunities. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Something's either just occurred or you're foreseeing it might occur again. I mean, I don't know if you've got big obstacles like you live really far away, or there's cultural differences, or like any kind of obstacle that you can come in a partnership, and it's a partnership as you define it. Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's quite stable despite the environment it's in might be perceived as quite chaotic. You're like, we're not giving it into the chaos. We're not going to give into that. Our connection is stable. Let everything else happen around us, which is beautiful. Okay, there's that Five of Wands. Yeah, so you're like, I'm proud to be part of this. I'm dedicated to this. You are searching for solutions to a problem between you and another person, or you two are brainstorming together to an external problem. You're like, we'll overcome it. It's fine. Water off a duck's back, or in your case, off a fish's back, which obviously actually makes more sense actually when you think about it. Oh, okay, we've got the Seven of Wands on its side. There is some kind of blockage here. It's like you're connected, but not quite, not fully integrated together. Maybe that's the challenge. Like I said, maybe you're in a long distance connection. It's like it's there, but also there's restrictions on it, but they're partial restrictions. I don't think the connection itself is restricted. Maybe something in the 3D. I mean, the reverse could technically be true, but no, you're definitely emotionally connected. If you weren't emotionally connected, you wouldn't have so much energy for resolving conflicts together, right? Yeah, Queen of Swords, in a knowing, we shall overcome. This too shall pass. We will get through it. We will fight you on the beaches. That kind of energy. Queen of Swords, clear on it. You're like, don't argue with me, Lydia. I know me. I know my person. I know what we're capable of. I'm not here to argue with you, Pisces. I'm here just to show you what you already know. But yes, you definitely have choices. You do. That's true. Great. Okay. I mean, I don't think I need to give you advice, Pisces, but I'm going to call for advice anyway. A promise is a promise. Okay. Universal advice for Pisces, please. Universal advice for, Pisces. Pisces. It's probably the universe going, Pisces does not need any advice. But I'm sorry, universe. We promise, Pisces. Can you please have a word? No. Yes. Kind of. Maybe. Okay, the cards don't want to shuffle. We don't force things on this channel, Pisces. We don't force it. We let nature take its course here at Esotera Tarot. Okay, Two of Cups. That's why the universe is like, I'm just telling Pisces what they already know. The Magician. Yeah. The Knight of Stones. The Knight of Pentacles goes towards what is valuable. The Knight of Pentacles always has a plan. That's why the universe did not want to give you advice, because you don't need it. It's just repeating the reading. So yeah, the Two of Cups. That's this card here. Okay. This is a very soul bonded and deep connection. It's beautiful. You might not have even known each other that long, to be honest, but it's on its way to being very deep. You're both very aligned. The Magician. Okay, as above, so below. This is a meant to be kind of match, and whatever's ahead of you is part of that journey together and supposed to be in your way, because yeah, you said you're right, it strengthens the bond. And then the Knight of Stones, the Knight of Pentacles, that's when reality kicks in and you take it in your stride. The Knight of Pentacles does not rush. He is solid, he is stable, he is determined, he moves towards what's valuable, he takes his time, he nurtures his journey with every step. Exactly what you're doing, Pisces. Beautiful. Anyway, Pisces, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy here with me at the channel. All my one-to-one readings are down in the description box below. So thank you so much. Until the next time, Pisces, take care.